All right, looks like we're live. What's going on, everybody?
Like Rogan, himbo disposition like a leftist Joe Rogan. War of attrition, 1967, gonna fuck you up harder than K9/11. Dog, go away, suck my dick. My name's Hassan, and I'm a little bitch, and I love to play the victim when I face the consequences for backstabbing my friends. Bitch.
Going after my dead dog that hurts like a knife. Divorced and each second time you're losing your wife. Can't be child support, here you dropping my name. Hoping some of this clout's gonna trickle your way. Here's my premises, you're a crypto-white supremacist, an instrumental Zionist, neo-lib interventionist, new platforming for Fuentes and ate chicken and waffles, fucking disgusting and awful. So I guess that makes you my nemesis. Gnome fuck with a complex like Napoleon. Shalom cuck, brain so simple it works so slowly. And like syrup, you're dense, viscosity, non-Newtonian. You wash up, bitch, time to push you in the Smithsonian. You just like Daniel Day and they will be blood. A sociopath who chose his career and abandoned his son and all his principles, so now it's the return of the king. I dethrone you so you can fucking kiss the ring, bitch. Huh. Bro, is that seriously all you have to say? All these years of no contact and that's your response?
Oh, sorry. I was just thinking about when I fucked your mom last night.
You can know him, fuck.
If I'm the Gusano, then why you squirming in pain? Just like RFK Jr. was starving worms in your brain. Trapped in a Hassan's skull, imagine the horror. Like a brain-eating worm in a neural holodomor. You're giving me shit when I just start as a Nick. When you clapping with the pirates who are blowing up ships. I see you're finally living like a socialist though. Cause everybody sees you getting publicly owned. Pushing Russian propaganda like a good little slave. Holy shit, at least Bull and Ruben got paid. Dunking on your ass like I'm Jordan from Space Jam. Knock knock Hassan, does it sound like a J-Dam? You're the worst in Twitch, you're devoid of morality. I divorced my bitch, you're divorced from reality. When you go down in flames and wonder was it all worth it, like you said with 9/11, you'll fucking deserve it, bitch.
Based.
The Toronto Police Association, which says it represents about 8,000 members, has
Whoops. There we go.
publicly called out the Prime Minister over a social media post marking the 2-year anniversary of the government's ban on handguns. CTV's Adrian Gobriel on the criticism and the response.
Jarring and deadly. Violent gun crime is on the rise across Canada.
How our great ally Israel did their pager attack under my guidance, Supreme Ruler. This is an interview with 2 Mossad agents, Supreme Ruler.
Yeah, for some reason it's blocked in Canada. Somebody sent me the link on Twitter. I can't watch 60 Minutes interviews on stream because they just copyright, the stream and take it down. But I watched this off stream and I was right. They did implant explosives in these pagers. There's no way to make lithium batteries explode like that. So that's how I figured they did it. They set up fake companies that Hezbollah bought from, and then they put explosives in the pagers. Thanks for the donation, though, Benedict Arnold.
With big cities in the line of fire. Canada's largest police union says there's been a 45% increase in shootings and 62% spike in gun-related homicides in Toronto compared to this time last year.
The most important thing is to keep repeat violent offenders in custody.
2 years ago this week, the Canadian government put a freeze on the sale of handguns.
It is no longer legal to buy, sell, or transfer a handgun in Canada.
In recognition of the ban's anniversary, Prime Minister Justin Trudeau shared this message on X, saying in part, "We choose your safety over the gun lobby every time." That prompted the Toronto Police Association to respond to Trudeau, saying, "Your statement is out of touch and offensive to victims of crime and police officers everywhere. Whatever you think..."
Dude. Thank you. The fucking Toronto Police Service is calling Trudeau a useless, retarded bitch. No police agency in the entire country is in favor of Justin Trudeau's stupid gun bans, and they know it doesn't do shit.
Think you've done to improve community safety has not worked.
A pretty bold statement.
Yeah, absolutely. I think our members are absolutely fed up with the Prime Minister. To be honest, it's lip service. He knows that it doesn't impact the crime in this city.
Our request for a response from the Prime Minister's staff was answered by the Minister of Public Safety's office, who wrote in part that the government has given law enforcement more resources to crack down on ghost guns and increased criminal sentences for gun traffickers.
The ghost guns, that is our biggest issue right now.
Ghost guns are untraceable firearms, in some cases assembled from separate parts, or even created using 3D printer technology. A retired RCMP major crime investigator believes Canada's handgun ban may help, but it won't solve the deadly issue.
We have to start focusing on the new technology and the way of smuggling them in.
When asked if the Toronto Police Association supports Canada's handgun ban, their president answered point blank, no. Omar.
All right, Adrian.
Get fucked, Trudeau. I can't stand that fucking piece of shit. Food, I need $2. Let me see.
Warning, this dude is a complete jackass, and he is allegedly on the run from the Dirch police. Please stay away from him.
Yeah, Sv3rige is a jackass.
Lacking understanding in temperature. Question why you're doing what you're doing.
Even worse, of course. B12, 67, C, half. And this was for 16 minutes cooked. Also, when we look at air fried and deep fried, you lose over 80% of the B12. Almost all of it is gone, which is why I always say in my videos, now we have it black on white here. And this is...
Okay, this stupid moron had a job. Copy, paste the data from the study. In the study, the temperature is given in degrees Celsius, not Fahrenheit. Furthermore, no normal person heats a small piece of meat to an incredible 190 degrees C for 16 minutes, as was done in the study.
Question why you're doing what you're doing.
Facts. So, the core temperature for steak medium, between 56 and 59 degrees Celsius, beef steak. At 59 degrees Celsius, the meat is already almost through, while the core is at 56 degrees Celsius is still very pink.
Question why you're doing what you're doing.
At 70 degrees Celsius, the proteins underwent denaturation that enhanced the speed of pepsin digestion by increasing enzyme accessibility to protein cleavage sites. Above 100 degrees Celsius, oxidation-related protein aggregation slowed pepsin digestion, but improved meat protein overall digestibility.
Question why you're doing what you're doing.
Okay.
Question why you're doing what you're doing.
Yeah, Sv3rige is fucktard. It's kind of insane how he still has a big fan base who's willing to, like, just give him money so he doesn't have to work. There's a lot of fucktards, dude. Thanks for the donation, though, Foo. What's my opinion on Haktua? She's just a fucktard. I don't know how any of these people get popular. They're fucking annoying, stupid, and I don't know why people want to listen to them. I literally can't stand her voice. She is just irritating fucking moron. Do you play FF7? No, that game sucks. I think I have an ingrown hair. That's annoying.
Guys, S tier. And so to commentate, Coach Greg gonna make a 30-minute video explaining how his training program is S tier. You bang on, and of course it is.
And so, guys, many of you new to the channel, you may not realize this. Read this next comment. Greg's his dad.
Coach Greg, in today's video, Will Tennyson, he gives me the D. Has he been hanging around with Mike Israetel? They're rating Coach Greg harder than last time. They must not be Gregging their Doucette. But if you're trying to Turk it and can't get hard enough, then look no further than harder than last time. Code Greg, 15% off. And I've watched the video, and Will Tennyson, he's not pulling back any punches. You thought I was gonna say he's not pulling out on her stomach. And so I appreciate the fact that he included me in this, as I thought I wasn't gonna be part of the video. Watched this story, saw it was number 5 on trending, and I immediately went to his channel, went to the timestamps, and couldn't see my name. And so I wrote him and said, hey, Will, I have a free diet.
And over to $8. Fuck these PDF files. Gay couple who showed off picture, perfect family, get 100 years in prison for horrific rape of adopted sons. Whoa. What the fuck? Gee, donate $2. Check this out.
You can sit on my chair if you want, since you feel more at home.
Okay, new Matan vid. That is not new. This is old. And, it was stupid. Catholics versus Protestants.
One of the biggest Protestant apologists on YouTube, called Redeemed Zoomer, recently quit apologetics, even going as far as to state that it was the biggest waste of time of his life. Here's what happened. Apart from stating that it was the biggest waste of his time, he also stated that he couldn't defend the Protestant faith one bit and only made people leave as a result. Also annoyed that Protestants smarter than him didn't create YouTube channels to help him in the fight. So now he's deciding to shift his focus to a common enemy, liberalism and woke culture. Ultimately, he's doing this so that Protestantism can be easier to defend in the future. Zoomer, although I disagree with you theologically, I gotta hand it to you, bro. Your content pushed me and many others closer to God through Christ, which shouldn't be taken lightly at all. Of course, I pray you come closer to God via the Holy Catholic Church, since it was founded by Jesus Christ in 33 AD, and maybe even do Catholic apologetics. It would be great to have you, man. After all, Protestant apologetics is kind of a losing battle.
I could not care less. Thanks for the donation, G. We'll watch that one video at least. Cool, donate $2. Let me see. Yeah, I was gonna watch that later.
There have been some new updates in the case against the homies.
Alright, we can watch that.
Hey everyone, as requested.
I couldn't really care about his take on that. I'm not gonna bother wasting my time.
Vegan and carnivore diets are both equal.
He's doing this again? Does like he just runs out of ideas, I guess, when he has to upload like 4 times a day. Okay, we can watch that later. Thanks for the donation, cool. Whoa, they would film it too. Holy shit. Dude, these guys are gonna get, like, absolutely fucking annihilated in jail. Yeah, good. They're probably gonna get killed in prison. Holy crap. They would brag about the abuse to twisted friends, with one telling police Zachary once sent a Snapchat message reading, "I'm going to fuck my son tonight, stand by," along with images of the boy being abused. They allegedly used social media to pimp the boys out to at least 2 men in a depraved local pedophile sex ring. A couple were arrested in 2022 after an alleged member of the ring was caught downloading child porn, told the investigators about how the Zulaks were making porn with young boys living in their house. Both Zulaks pled guilty to charges of aggravated child molestation, aggravated sodomy, sexual exploitation of children. Yeah, I hope they literally get their dick and balls ripped off in prison. Holy shit. Sv3rige exposed. Only tellers forgot this one.
This video is about Sv3rige's negative video views on Social Blade, and the most likely reasons behind it. In July 2024, he lost over 240,000 video views. Most likely reason behind it, quote from a Reddit user.
Drops in views can come from a couple sources. Of course, YouTube audits are the unexpected source that often cause some panic. This is when YouTube determines whether views are legitimate. Views that are from someone just refreshing a browser over and over, or that are purchased through third parties, get removed. In the past, YouTube has also removed views that were accidentally double-counted. When an audit happens, one of 3 things will show up on your stats. If there's a huge drop in view numbers, you may see a negative number. These always show up in red on Social Blade.
Since there is no indication that he has deleted or otherwise removed the video, the whole thing looks like another scam to me.
So this is on his main, well, his only channel right now, right? He might have just deleted a big backlog of videos that also causes it.
Counted. When an audit happens, we show up in red on Social Blade.
The whole thing looks like another.
It wouldn't surprise me too if he's actually doing that to inflate his own video views and get false ad revenue. So he might be refreshing his own videos or something like that. It's another possibility. Thanks for the donation, Sv3rige exposed. Let's see. Are any of these shorter? I guess we can watch
Andrew and Tristan Tate. Those of y'all know I've known Andrew and Tristan since about 2018, before they was famous. Back when I was more famous than them. I am not now. Back when I had more money than them. I definitely do not now. They caught that case, which I believe is a miscarriage of justice. I believe they're innocent. Here's some updates on the case.
What a moron.
The Romania Appeals Court ruled that the human trafficking case cannot proceed in its current form due to procedural and legal irregularities.
He posted this today? Wasn't this a story that broke like a month ago?
Nah, if anything, whatever these Christian nut jobs say is a losing battle, not what we say.
Yeah, I mean, they're all retarded. So. But, thanks for the donation, Dodo. Yeah, this is old news. Why does it... Oh, they updated the article, but this was from like a month ago, wasn't it? And he's only just posting about this now. Yeah, this was because, there were certain ways they obtained, like, testimony that were a bit of an issue, but it wasn't a big deal, and they also didn't like the language with one of the charges. So they just changed the language in the charge, and they removed some of the testimony from Tristan Tate, his trial. They removed some of the testimony as evidence against him because there's some issue with how they got it. It was probably hearsay, and his lawyers just found that out. But, yeah, that was Tristan Tate specifically. where they removed some testimony against him. And I don't know if it was for both Andrew and Tristan, if they changed the wording with the charges. But that was only for one of the charges. They have like 8 other charges. So this is retarded. Why would he report on this now when it's old news? What a fucking moron. Bend over, donate $2. Let me see.
You keep saying you got something for me. Something you call love, but confess. You've been a messin' where you shouldn't have been a messin'. And now someone else is getting all your best. These boots are made for walking, and that's just what they'll do. Be truth then. You keep saying what's changing. Now what's right?
Fucking dumb bitches.
But you ain't been right yet. These boots are made for walking, and that's just what they'll do all over you.
That's a felony? Bitch, new laws. Stealing is a felony. And this is Orange County, bitch. They don't play. That's why I asked what county is this. That's where I went to jail last year and got on probation for a year for stealing out of Target.
Hi.
Yeah, I mean, you just gotta keep him locked up. Took the life of a dad who did nothing to him and has zero remorse. This is your hero. Yeah, I still lean on the side of he probably didn't do anything wrong. We'll see what happens. It seems like there's some issues with the kind of charges they brought up against him because it might end up in a hung jury. George Torres is a serial killer, child rapist, kidnapper who raped and killed 2 girls and a United States Navy sailor. Biden commuted his sentence. That can't be true. This is coming from End Wokeness. So I'm pretty sure that's not true. George Torres, Biden, muted sentence. Wait, where? George Cito. Is this just an issue with somebody with the same name? When did he post this? 23rd. I don't even see him in the list. This has to be recent, right? Yeah. This guy's just full of shit. There's no way Biden would do that. Like, why? Brandon Council is one of 37 death row inmates that Joe Biden just gave clemency. He killed Katie Skeen. Is he just lying about fucking all of these? Biden commutes sentence a man serving on death row for Conway Bank killings. Oh, is he... Yeah, okay, so he just gave him life without parole. Okay. That's nothing. Did I... Let me just search that name again. Maybe that was a similar thing where the guy was just on death row and, Okay, yeah, so he just... There he is. So these are death row inmates where he just got rid of, he just gave them a life sentence rather than death row. Whatever, they're gonna die eventually. Thanks for the donation, Ben.
Nice chair, dude.
Thanks, X-Rock Oldific. Appreciate the donation, dude. Hunters donated $2. Thoughts on this? Let me see.
And we're right around the corner from this guy.
We can watch that. I like some of those pedophile catching things. Thanks for the donation, dude. Yeah, I'd rather have life without parole than... Or sorry, I'd rather be on death row and just get killed than just spend the rest of my life in prison. Especially if I can't play video games.
It looks like Steven Anderson finally has a good reason to hate a gay couple for once.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, in that kind of situation, I don't have an issue with somebody hating a gay couple. I can guarantee you, dude. Conservatives are going to use that as ammunition until the end of fucking time. You know, to argue that gay couples should never be able to adopt children, even though straight parents have done that. And probably many more times, too. Thanks for the donation, though, Dodo. Cool, donated $2. Let me see.
So this guy was just enjoying his meal when 6 cops showed up at his door. A spiteful neighbor had called and exaggerated her claims. So the cops find a way to escalate the whole deal, but they messed with the wrong guy this time.
I'm not causing a problem. I'm sitting here having my dinner, having a beer. There's no reason why 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 officers are...
Let me explain why.
No. I'm talking...
What headphones do I use? I use the XM5s. They're Sony XM5s. They're good. I like them.
Right now. There's no reason why 5 officers should be standing outside my door while I'm having my dinner because my neighbor has a problem with a black guy living in this building full of Chinese people. If I'm playing my music, I don't even have a TV or a stereo in here. I just moved in here. Are you telling me the sound from my cell phone is a reason for her to come? I mean, you can come in and look. 5 officers are in the hallway right now, or 4?
There's 6.
There's 6 officers in the hallway.
So there's not. So you haven't let me explain.
She wanted you to tell me to keep it down.
That's why I came up here.
Okay.
But the call was there was a fight.
Okay, so here we go. This is what it is. She probably said it was physical. And so I'm letting you know if there's a problem, it's coming from her, not me. You can knock on her door and talk to her. Quit bothering me. I'm not causing a problem in this building. I'm literally just got out of surgery. It's unreasonable to have 4 officers in the hallway and 2 downstairs.
That has nothing to do
with
it.
Literally does. It literally does.
The situation is you need to be
No,
quiet.
I don't need to
If
close
she
my
wants to
door.
sign a citizen's
Excuse
arrest
me.
and have you
Arrested because my door is open.
We're going to conduct
Okay,
that.
then do that
Okay?
then. Do that then.
If she wants
Do
to
that
we
then.
can do
Do
that.
that then.
Okay, right
And
now,
you're really
we've
being
done our
threatening
job,
right now.
and
No,
we're
you're
gonna
not
leave.
doing your job. You're being obnoxious.
Time for us to leave.
Yeah, have a nice night, guys.
Thank you for keeping us safe. We really appreciate that. Fucking hate
Who do you
cops.
think did 9/11?
Us.
So why did America do it?
To finish Bush 1's job.
Where'd you read this? Where's
I served 11 years.
I want the full conspiracy. Let's go.
I was at the VA a year and a half after an operation that we went to. Breaking news, the operation that we did a year and a half ago popped up on the news. I immediately went to go check, and I'm like, is this modern? And they said, yes. And I said, no, it's not. I need to go talk to mental health because I was there when that happened.
Oh, so you go and say like what's on the news isn't true.
Yes.
Am I going crazy?
Yeah, and it broke my whole reality.
I don't want to even know this. I feel like we're all he cannot stop drinking. I think he's telling the truth. Why did you just drag us into this nightmare? Is the Bermuda Triangle real?
Yes, but it's because of a series of wins, not anything else.
Nerd.
I don't know why you sent me that. I don't know what the fuck they were talking about, or why any of that was funny. Thanks for the donation, cool.
I asked my Google Gemini chatbot to tell me everything that knows about me, and it literally went through my email to tell me that it knows I am buying pajama pants and toilet paper, so I must be staying home a lot. I've deleted my Google account.
Yes, good to delete it before it knows too much. Thanks for the donation, AI Danger.
Can you PLS do your best impression of Jordan Peterson if he was Nazi answering the question, did you kill those Jews in this kind of way?
Well, the question, did that happen, begs the question, what do you mean by happen? Because when you are dealing with fundamental realities and you pose a question, you have to understand that the reality of the concepts of your question, when you're digging that deep, are just as questionable as what your question.
I love Jordan. You know who else would love that clip? Jordan.
Okay.
Now, when you ask me that question of, did I send Jews into the gas chambers at Auschwitz while I was working as a security guard, well, that question begs the question of, what do you mean by that question? What do you mean by gas chambers? I mean, when I fart in my bedroom and my wife is sitting next to me, she calls that a gas chamber. Also, what do you mean by Jew? Are they demonic entities that are trying to destroy the blood of Germany? Is that what you're talking about? Are you talking about a Semitic culture that originated in the Middle East? This just begs more fundamental questions of reality, and I'm not sure exactly what you mean, whether or not I put Jews in a gas chamber while I was working as a security guard at Auschwitz.
There you go. Thanks for the donation, Riley.
Yay, freaks like that sadly are the reason equality is so hard to accomplish.
No, people are just retarded and bigoted. Even if gay people were like all perfect angels who never committed crimes and everything, wouldn't fucking matter. Thanks for the donation though, Dodo. Pierogies donated $2. Let me see. Oh my god, that is a nice pierogi. Oh my goodness. Oh my god, I wish I could massage sheep. Oh, that is a beautiful sheep. Oh my god, what a good sheep. So pretty.
What do you call a reindeer's ghost? A caribou.
I love how that capybara is giving her the side eye. That's a really beautiful capybara. I love their noses. They're so cool. Ow. Oh my goodness. That deer is having a nap. What a sweet deer having a nice nap. That is good. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's funny how they move around like that. Why in the hell is the mom on his back? That's funny. Eh. Video unavailable. What the fuck? Why would that? Okay, well, this is the same thing.
The Burgoyne family shooting video as Arlington Animal Control Officer Spencer Murray tries to catch a wild barred owl that had got into the home of Savannah and Jason Burgoyne through the chimney. Before Murray got there, the owl had been perched on the family's Christmas tree for almost an hour.
Our dog started making like a huge ruckus downstairs, and I came into our kitchen and there was a...
You know what? One time, back when I was living in Guelph in the apartment, I went down to put a rain cover on my bike at night, and there was a fucking owl that was just sitting on my sidecar. I don't know why. There was a lot of animals that actually liked my sidecar. Squirrels would hide nuts in my sidecar, and they'd also eat nuts on top of my sidecar, too. That's pretty funny. Thanks for the donation, pierogies. Ben donators, we need more people like Daniel Penny now than ever to solve this problem. I don't think he's really gonna do anything about that. The guy he killed was just like a crazy homeless person. A woman was burned alive on an F train in New York City. The suspect then sat to watch. Bro. Oh my god. Dude. Is this, like, for real? Holy fuck. That's one of the craziest fucking things I've ever seen. This is New York City subway. What? Why do people live here anymore? You know, I've been saying this like almost every fucking stream lately, like, you just have to keep them locked up. There's a reason why when you go to the zoo, the monkeys are in a cage. They don't let the monkeys out. They stay in the cage. We have to use that principle in our society. When we find the monkeys, you keep them in the cage and you don't let them out. And I'm not talking about black people. Don't make this a race thing. Like, just monkeys as in people who are just retarded and criminals and shit. When you find the monkeys in society, you have to keep them fucking locked up. Holy fuck, dude. I can't hear anything.
Essentially said that he would do it again if necessary, if there was a present threat. What do you make of the comments?
Well, you know, doesn't that, I just feel like that tells us everything. If we do not want violence on our subways, and the point of our justice system is a level of accountability to prevent a person who does not have remorse about taking another person's life. I mean, even people who have engaged in manslaughter or have taken a life accidentally express remorse. And so the fact that a person may express no remorse indicates that there's a risk that it may happen again. And if we do not want to unleash that level of violence, then we should exert a level of accountability to prevent that.
I think Daniel Penny is a fucking moron. I wasn't in the jury. I didn't see all the evidence in the case, but based on what I've seen, like, he acted completely unreasonably. Like, maybe not completely, but, like, I mean, leaving him in the chokehold for so long. Like, that is retarded. Like, I can understand maybe attacking a homeless person preemptively before they do something when they're acting, like, absolutely crazy or some shit, but wasn't he in the chokehold for a long time? It was, like, something like around 5 or more minutes. Like, yeah, it's called a chokehold for a reason. And with so many people around him too, he could have asked for help to restrain him in a safer way. From what I've seen, he probably did deserve the manslaughter charge, and he's a fucking idiot. Him saying he doesn't express remorse over what happened isn't really... Like, yeah, if you think you did the right thing by protecting somebody, but it led to somebody's death, I wouldn't expect him to give remorse, but he's a fucking idiot. Thanks for the donation, though, Ben. STX $72, continuing with Delu series raffle.
What are your thoughts on the expression happy wife, happy life? Why not happy spouse, happy house? Isn't that more of an equal arrangement?
It is equal, but I think when the wife is happy, everything runs more smoothly because...
You cannot make women happy. They complain about everything no matter what the fucking situation. They just create problems. If you're in a relationship, as long as you're not abusive, as long as you're caring and supportive, it doesn't matter if your girlfriend or wife is happy. What matters is that you just do what you need to do. That's it. It doesn't matter. You cannot make women happy.
Because when the wife is happy, it's just like a happier lifestyle.
If I'm happy, we're all going to be happy, because if I'm in a bad mood, I'm going to make it known that I'm in a bad mood, and everybody is not going to have a good time. But if I'm good, then we're all going to be good, and it's going to be great.
If your wife is happy, she's going to treat you like a king all the time, because you...
Nope. That's not how that works. Women do not have a concept of fairness. A lot of them are just fucking entitled. And the reason they start shit has nothing to do with anything. They just start shit.
You treat her like a queen, she's going to do the same to you.
Happy wife, happy life. That's a pretty traditional term. Honestly, our parents believe in it, but not so much these days.
Why not happy spouse, happy house? Isn't that more of an equal arrangement?
It is, but it depends. Like, are both putting in that same effort for both to be happy?
What are your thoughts on...
Yeah, I agree with that. You should be trying to make each other happy. Thanks for the donation, STX. AI Dange, donate $2. Whitney Cummings, comedian we just watched, don't show on stream.
It's beautiful.
I mean, probably could show that on stream, but just to be safe, I guess.
It's beautiful.
Seems like she's got a pretty good butt. Thanks for the donation, AI Dange. Dodo, donate $2. Let me see. It's funny how they think they're in charge. We didn't ask them if it were for sale. Conquering is an option. Are these people, like, insane? Oh my god. Like, again, these are the same people who are saying Trump isn't going to start any new wars, and then as soon as he says, we're going to invade Greenland, we could take whatever we want. Husband snaps at wife because she talked to black people inside a public restaurant. What the fuck?
I don't know.
You want to show motherfucker you? Hey, you mind your motherfucking business?
Yeah, this is the kind of guy who needs to be dragged off by the police.
We're gonna call the police if you don't leave. I don't give a fuck about you in the police.
I would call the police immediately and show them that fucking footage. That's crazy. Like, that is obviously an extremely fucking abusive relationship. He's doing this when the kid's there. Like, yeah, they should be forcibly fucking separated. Dude, imagine having the fucking mindset where you do this shit in public. Like, they're absolutely fucking unhinged. I can't imagine what this guy is willing to do in private where nobody can see anything. Holy crap, dude. Do you hate black youths? No. 62-year-old white man in Staten Island is hunted down and beaten by a mob of black teens. This is a violent hate crime. Da-da-da. Oh my god. What in the fuck? To be fair, I have no idea what the fuck happened before. I don't know if this guy started shit with any of them, but just from seeing this footage, yeah, they're probably assholes. I have no idea, though. Gangs of black youths attacked people in Southend tonight. It kicked after a huge group of predominantly black youths refused to leave the area. Police officers have been attacked by some people in the crowd. Like, this is just a Twitter post. I have no idea what happened. Video from the scene of the disorder in Southend City Center tonight, captured by our reporters. Police have made arrests. Where is this? What is Southend? Southend. There's Southend, Saskatchewan. There's Southend, California. There's Southend, Stamford. There's Southend, Connecticut. Where is this? Southend, England? I hate Twitter posts like this because they try to, make it seem as though, oh, the darkies are up to it again. And then they show, a crowd of, black kids running away, but I have no idea what fucking happened. There's no way of knowing if any of these people were involved in any crime. They might have just been there having fun, doing nothing. Then there were, some troublemakers around, and then they ran away from the troublemakers. I have no idea. These Twitter posts are just fucking stupid. Thanks for the donation, though, Dodo.
You know, VG, if you see an owl like that in your home, you should probably call an exterminator because they do carry several diseases.
I think I'd just try to get it out of the house. But thanks for the donation, Dodo.
Hey man, did you watch Fury vs Usyk? Who did you watch it with? Do you agree with Fury that he was robbed and how he thought he won the fight by at least 3 rounds? I disagree. I think Usyk was just better. Close fight, but Usyk is better by a small margin.
Yeah, it was sort of close, but no. Usyk won most of the rounds. Fury was in worse shape than in the first fight. He was fatter. Clearly wasn't really sticking to a diet, and he seemed to have a different strategy. He was trying to keep Usyk at a distance. And when Usyk would get in close, he wouldn't try to exchange and do, really technical infighting. He'd either try to get away or just lock up in a clinch. So Usyk just ended up doing a lot more. He was more aggressive than Fury, and he landed way more significant blows. So I thought Usyk was the clear winner. But yeah, I watched the fight with a friend of mine, Ask Yourself, Dr. Avi, and Nick Nutrivore. Thanks for the donation, Tool. Riley donated $2. This guy has the right idea about how to stop crime. Start at 40 seconds and at 150.
The same.
Old Carlin skits haven't really aged well.
Forget the dealers. You want to slow down that drug traffic, you got to start executing a few of these fucking bankers. White, middle-class, Republican bankers. And I'm not talking about soft American executions like lethal injection. I'm tell you one thing, you start executing, you start nailing one white banker per week to a big wooden cross on national TV, you're going to see that drug traffic begin to slow down pretty fucking quick. Pretty fucking quick. You won't even be able to buy drugs in schools and prisons anymore.
He is making somewhat of a valid point. The banking system plays a massive role in facilitating drug trafficking. Massive. And people have spoken out about this, both people within the banking industry and the FBI and CIA. Just very simple changes to banking regulation would prevent a lot of this trafficking from taking place. They have to use banks for large international money transfers and shit like that, and what they end up doing is they make shell companies, or they use fake IDs and crap like that to store their money. And they use banks as well to launder money, and it's pretty obvious when somebody's like a drug trafficker and crap. Like, all they have to do is ask simple questions or do just a little bit of digging to prevent them from being able to do this, and they don't want to do that because if they did, well, then they'd literally lose out on trillions of dollars. Because like the drug industry is huge, right? So if they're not getting any of this drug money, banks would lose a lot of money because they're a huge clientele. So he's got a point. Would it actually lead to any meaningful changes in like drug trafficking? Probably not. They'd probably find out some other way to do it. They like, especially some of these large cartels, they have so much money and influence, they would probably just start threatening bankers or invest in corruption within banks to prevent them from doing that and just look the other way. And now, especially, like, there's cryptocurrency and shit like that they can use, so I don't know. I don't know if it'd really end up making a big difference. Thanks for the donation, though, Riley. Billionaire donated $2 Musk.
I disagree with the idea of unions, perhaps for a reason that is different than people may expect, which is I just don't like anything which creates kind of a lords and peasants sort of thing. And I think the unions naturally try to create negativity in a company and create a kind of sort of lords and peasants situation.
Okay, so that's not the actual reason, because the lord and peasant situation already exists between the capitalist and the worker. The real reason why he doesn't like unions is because unions work.
The reason he doesn't like unions is because he wouldn't just be able to fire people willy-nilly. He also wouldn't be able to force people to work for, like, no pay. And they'd also demand, like, certain working conditions, like they're not forced to work overtime. They'd also be able to negotiate for higher pay. So he doesn't like unions because he's an asshole. Unions make more money and they have better working conditions, so that's why he doesn't like unions.
As a bundle of sticks. You can pick up one stick on the ground and you can break it quite easily. That's what happens when a worker tries to bargain with their boss when they're alone. But if you pick up a whole bundle of sticks, that's a whole lot harder to break. That's what the union affords you. The union affords you strength. It affords you consciousness of that.
Yeah. Well, we know Musk's an asshole. 2 billion Powerball winner takes home 628 million after taxes. I mean, it's still pretty good. Like, I wouldn't really be complaining about 628 million. That is, you know, like, actual billionaires, they probably don't pay anywhere near as much in taxes. So it's kind of fucked that when you get really fucking lucky and you get 2 billion, you don't even get to become a billionaire. You just have 628 million. Like, I wouldn't be complaining. I'd still be happy with 628 million, but yeah, when you think about it, when actual billionaires aren't paying nearly that much in taxes, it's pretty fucked.
Disabled freak. Get that ugly, disabled freak away from me. I don't want to look at his fucked up face. His smushed in, garbled, baby disabled face. I don't want to look at it.
Yeah, that was Santa. Woman was raped, and instead of arresting the rapist, the Sharia council determined that the rapist's sister should be raped by the victim's brother? What? The innocent teenage girl was publicly raped in front of 40 people in what is called a revenge rape. Oh. I wasn't understanding the connection here. So the rapist raped a woman, and then rather than punishing the rapist, they got his sister to be raped. And they think that makes it equal because women are basically objects, and in order to punish him, they figured they'd rape his sister because it would bring dishonor on him in some way. This is why Islam, if there's any religion I could wipe from the planet, it would definitely be Islam. If there's any group of people, like if I was gun to my head, you have to press a button, you could like wipe out Christians, Muslims, Jews, it would be the Muslims, like obviously. I mean, wow, that is fucked. This is why you don't want mass Muslim immigration. They bring that retarded shit here. Like, there are literally Sharia courts in the US. Or, not in the US, the UK. That's fucked. Thanks for the donation, Ben. 21st Savage, donate $2 based. Let me see. To all the black thugs in America, do not take that hip-hop culture and attitude to Japan. They don't give a rip about Ben Crump, Al Sharpton, or the NAACP. What's going on here? He says he's not going back. It sounds like he's not from there and they're going to deport him or something. Wait, is he speaking Japanese? What is the context behind this? I don't know if this... I have no idea if this guy really fucked up or did something wrong. I know the legal system in Japan is fucked. Like, they do savagely beat criminals or alleged criminals, and the prison system is really fucked. They do actually beat and torture people in prison, and they're just abusive assholes. Like, you might not even do anything wrong while you're in prison, and they'll just beat you because they don't like you. Like again, this is why the Black Crime Report. So, like, they just post racist shit, like, oh, here's more blackies. I have no idea what this guy is guilty of, what he's accused of, whether or not what they're doing is just given what he's done. Some of this looks weird, like they're just fucking with him. So... What is this? Black children on a train, Japan acted so noisy the person who recorded it put the volume on mute. Oh my god. Why, like, it's getting a little tiring, dude. It's kids on the train, and he's lying. I don't know why the fuck you're sending me this. Yeah, black people evil. Okay, I get it. Okay, yeah, black people being black people. Uh-huh. Okay, that's great.
It just makes you a dumbass hoe. Me? Yeah, you. How's that make me that? What do you mean? Why does it make me that for not kissing you? Because anyone here would. Really? Yeah, I bet. Watch this. All right, go get a guy. Prove it to me. Okay, wait. Watch this.
Well, she found out. Wait, was I looking at the wrong set of links? I'm getting confused. Oh no, I just didn't play the dono. I think I went through all the... Oh yeah, 21st Savage sent me all the racist shit.
What the fuck do you mean by old George Carlin skits haven't aged that well? George Carlin was a genius.
I don't know, a lot of them are kind of boring now. Like, it was edgy back in the day, but now, I don't know. Most comedy doesn't age well. Like, almost all of it. Thanks for the donation, though, Dodo.
This is why Sharia law must never come to pass in America or any other first world country for that matter.
Yep. I mean, when you have people committing rape as a punishment against somebody's sister because they raped another woman, and that's what Sharia law gets you. I don't know why the fuck the UK is allowing for Sharia courts. They're just deranged. Thanks for the donation, Dodo. Q donated $2. Let me see.
Okay.
Well, these guys are getting their asses beat on a regular fucking basis, clearly. That's the one good thing about Russia, is that when people really deserve it, they do get what they deserve. The problem is all the people who don't deserve it, you know, it's a little too rough for them.
Ранение судимого обвиняемого в совершении преступления предусмотрен пунктом В. Так, дальше проходим.
Избрать обвиняемому Файзу.
Dude, they are getting fucked up. Holy shit. Just no shame whatsoever. Those prison guards are just beating the fuck out of them. Show the moment a suspect in the Crocus City Hall massacre was caught.
Авто, бродяга! Оружие где? Где оружие, бля? Удила, бля, где оружие? Вставай! Вставай! Да, бля! Единственное, что он сам...
Yeah, it's hilarious how all these like Muslim extremists, as soon as they're caught and they start getting their asses beat, they're going Allahu Akbar when they're like shooting and killing people, but then when they're getting their fucking asses beat and they're facing the consequences of their actions, they don't look so fucking cheerful anymore. Thanks for the donation, Q.
Christ my ass my V to the G.
Goddamn right. Let me see. Please enjoy these ducks changing their minds. Yeah, the ducks are like, fuck this. Winter can suck my ass. That's literally me. I really like ducks. Oh! What is this? Oh my goodness! It's a big happy oinker. Oh my goodness, look at him just plopping around in the snow. I like how he bounces around and his ears wiggle. That's so cute. Wow, that's a nice oinker. Oh my god.
On mountains, but this one is a unique opportunity to look at a mountain goat on a local brick wall. The grace with which they're able to navigate basically vertical surfaces is kind of ridiculous. You've never seen an animal who can just do this so casually as the mountain goat. So I don't know if this is more of a wall goat. I don't know if he prefers it here, or obviously just kind of looking for the good nutrients that are growing on.
That's a nice goat. Thanks for that donation, Axel. Riley donated $2 to 5605 in the stream. I think you can add another terrible Muslim belief onto all the others. Also, why is it you can do this yet not sing? Ugh. What is this? 256. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم حسب الله من الرجيم. Okay, thanks for the donation, Riley. I don't know what you wanted me to see there. SDX donated $2 to Lulu Raffle.
When it comes to dating and relationships, who is typically seen as the prize, the man or the woman?
The woman. Ooh, the woman for sure. The woman.
The woman.
The woman.
So if the woman is the prize, what would that make the man?
The wallet.
Yeah.
Doesn't that place the man at a lower value and status to the woman?
Yes.
Don't women typically want to date a man on her level or higher?
Yes.
So don't women typically want to date a man who's a prize and not a loser?
No, I like to be better.
So if a woman declares herself the prize, isn't that relationship destined to fail?
No, because I think, actually I know I'm a prize. And so I think that a man should value me for what I am.
Yeah, they're children. They're just stupid, selfish, spoiled children. And with that kind of attitude, every single relationship they're ever going to be in is going to fail. Thanks for the donation, STX. 21st Savage, only $2. It's not racist if it's true, eh? I get it.
وضرب الشقاء وسوء القضاء وشماتة الأعداء وإذا سألك عبادي عني فإني إيه؟ فإني بعيد فإني قريب أجيب والقريب اسم من أسماء الله. واحد بخيل، لو إنه مش حد يحب البخيل ده يكفي شر البخيل ده، نعوذ بالله من البخيل ده. اللهم يسر لها الزواج، قول آمين. اللهم يسر لها الزواج، الله وسوء القضاء. إذا تاني أيوه عشان لا هو مقرب ليه عشان دخل عن طريق.
I don't even know what the fuck they're doing.
We got thieves right here. What y'all look? Why y'all out here like that though? Bitch ass niggas, they fell down now. Fuck, they ain't gonna come down here. They ain't gonna do shit on phone now. Fuck you talking about. Damn, why y'all wilding like this though?
This like 10-year-old kid is flashing a gun in public.
How old you is behind the mask? How old you is? How old you is? Damn, that's how y'all go? Yeah. Damn, y'all little niggas crazy, bro. Y'all ain't gonna rob me or nothing, y'all. We ain't gonna rob you. Alright, huh? 2 for you, too. Hey, let me get another dollar because I got safety on. Alright. 2 for you, too, man. Get another dollar. Y'all don't be robbing and shit. Fuck you,
I don't know if that's a skit, but I have seen kids in the 8th grade in Chicago, like, you know, with Glocks and shit. That is kind of fucked. Usual suspects, don't skip, watch dumb bitch.
Fatelo! Dai in treno! Dai, no, devo salire! Che vuoi tu? Oh, devo salire!
Okay, thanks for the donation, 21st. What the fuck were we watching? Oh yeah, this.
So basically, key evidence, including testimony from the alleged victims and statements from the Tates, have been deemed inadmissible. The court basically says that there's flaws in the indictment, such as inadequate.
I don't think it was anything all that significant. It was something like 4 lines of testimony. And yeah, all they did was adjust the wording of the charges. So nothing happened.
Explanations of the charges, basically just unclear details about the case, right? And they're also saying that a lot of the so-called evidence was accumulated.
By the way, because the Tates only speak English and the trial is in Romania, this was likely a translation issue.
Illegally. A Romanian court says that the Andrew Tate's case cannot go to trial because of missteps by the prosecutors. But it's not this.
They didn't say it can't go to trial. They said they had to make those adjustments. They just had to remove like 4 lines of testimony and just use better wording with the explanation of the charges. That doesn't mean it can't go to trial. This is like by the way, this is at least a month old. And he's only reporting on it now, and he's spreading misinformation that Tate fanboys were spreading about this.
Dismissed. That's the only thing. Again, like we talked about last time, Andrew seems a lot more optimistic than I am. The court still has some time to get their shit together and amend the charges, or the case will be dropped. Even if the case is dropped, though.
They did make the amendments. This is old news, you idiot.
The Tate still may face extradition to the UK for separate charges. So there's like mad more cases. So here are a few potential outcomes, right? If the Romanian charges are dismissed, the Tates will likely be extradited to the UK to face allegations of SA and
trouble band.
Listen, I'd be pissed too, and I'd be talking my shit. But it seems as if it's not officially over yet.
There was never any evidence to stop me seeing my children.
Somebody came in, he was like, yo, what you in for, man? Or assault, trafficking. It's shit is not.
I guess there's just an idiot rambling and he doesn't know anything.
Equally absurd. Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and today I want to chat with you guys and gals a little bit about this today. And again, I'm coming from just a place of common sense, understanding the human body, understanding nutrition, and understanding what the healthiest, fittest people on earth, what the best athletes have always done. And when you really look at both of these ideas, objectively, they both need to be rejected outright in terms of being what's optimal for health and fitness and athleticism. I'm not saying there can't be ethical considerations for people, but when your considerations extend beyond ethics, right, anything beyond your morality, and they come over into the other areas, these diets are both problematic. They are suboptimal, in many, many ways. All right. And we need to be aware of that. We have to quit pushing these.
By the way, Jason Blaha still has not been able to bench 405 pounds after years of training. It's got to be decades by now. Taking all the steroids he's wanted, and supposedly following the most ideal human diet. You know who has benched over 405 pounds? Me, after being vegan for 14 years. So
ideologies like this into health and fitness. And again, let me be clear, I'm not saying we can't follow a variety of macronutrients, okay? I'm not saying people cannot thrive on very low carbohydrate diets. I'm saying they cannot thrive without plants and vegetables. Okay, that's the problem with the carnivore side. And the other side equally with the veganism. Again, there are things that we benefit from, that we not only health-wise benefit from the animal stuff, some of it gives you such an enormous advantage, especially when it comes to things like body composition, that it absolutely matters. And it matters.
Yes, you may not like it, but this is what peak male performance looks like. How could he ever achieve this amazing physique without eating meat? I just don't know how it would be possible. These amazing, huge biceps that Blaha has, there's no way I could ever get arms like those on a vegan diet.
Because the bulk of the data shows us that gaining muscle and maximizing muscle mass and minimizing body fat absolutely improves health in and of itself, right? There are health benefits to gaining muscle. There are health benefits to gaining muscle, and it's relatively open-ended.
Yeah, Blaha said he was on a plant-based diet, and he was clearly lying about it. He just lies constantly. I don't know why. He's just a pathological liar. He just does it. I know he was, like, a while ago, he said he was eating, like, meat and stuff for some of his meals on a live stream, so it's just another thing he lied about.
So let's discuss both of those, because obviously the vegan one feels like in some ways it's less obvious. Like you can't even be drawn towards the carnivore diet unless you're essentially insane, right? It is not a diet for anyone remotely sane, logical, rational. It is itself a mental illness. But let's talk about the vegan one, because at least we can make an appeal to ethics, right? We can make an appeal to ethics with it. And again, I can appreciate that. I can disagree with those ethics, but I can at least respect the fact, right? We can respect that fact, okay? That if it for them is about animal rights and animal welfare, whether it's correct or not, it's irrelevant. It's still well-meaning, and it's intended to be ethical and moral. All right. I can't hate that part of it, and it can say, hey, they have a right to that. A person has a right to their personal ethics. Absolutely. So the problem is again, the body composition and nutritional deficiencies. It's essentially a diet that without supplementation is not going to work. It is not going to work. It is nearly impossible to have perfect health on a vegan diet without supplementation, because
I mean, that would be the case for any diet. I don't know what delusional fucking world this guy lives in, but most people are not eating a absolutely perfect diet where they meet every single macronutrient exactly. They're not low in any particular nutrient. Every single day they eat the exact same thing in a perfectly balanced manner. And again, there's so much research on like weird ancillary things like, with like creatine. There's no way to get adequate amounts of creatine in your diet to get, benefits with muscle growth, cognitive function, just from getting it from diet. So there's an example where even if you're on a fucking carnivore diet, eating nothing but raw meat, chances are you're not going to be able to get enough creatine to actually maximize your creatine reserves to get those benefits. Like, everyone benefits from some level of supplementation.
Why Star of David got to be on the back?
Y'all pulled up with me, I would've...
Whenever I see cars like that on the road, I steer clear the fuck away. They're always the worst drivers. Well, that guy isn't good at driving. Thanks for the donation, Nut Muffin.
Is deficient in too many things. Now their argument would be, yeah, but we can supplement those things. True, but then we're over to your diet's not really optimal without adding a bunch of synthetic supplements back in, right? Not even talking about just protein.
By the way, this is the same guy who's used anabolic androgenic steroids for years. So he's willing to inject steroids into his ass, but he makes a big deal about taking a supplement. Dodo donated $2. Do collagen supplements actually work, and are there no vegan ones, or are there some? I know there's at least one vegan collagen peptide supplement. I don't know what you mean by work. Like, I don't know enough about any of this, but collagen peptides do seem to have benefits for the skin. I don't know exactly how they quantify skin health in these studies, because they'll talk about things like skin elasticity, suppleness, crap like that. I don't know if it actually does anything. So I wouldn't be able to tell you if any of these differences reported in the study are in any way meaningful, either from like a cosmetic or a health standpoint. Also, do you think most people should take a creatine supplement? How much should I take? I mean, assuming there's no cost concerns, probably. It seems to have benefits for cognitive function, so even if you're not athletic in any way, it does seem to improve cognitive function. And most people only need to take 5 grams. Thanks for the donation, Dodo.
At this point. So we're talking about things like B12, okay? We're talking about various fatty acids, right? Even getting appropriate amounts of omega-3s. It's actually difficult. Not saying impossible, but it's difficult. But you definitely are going to start running into a variety of nutritional deficiencies if you're not extremely careful.
By the way, this is the guy who recommends taking omega-3 fish oil supplements. Oh, but supplements are bad. If you have to take a supplement, then your diet's deficient. In order to get the recommended daily intake of omega-3s, you'd have to eat like 2 large salmon fillets a day. No one's going to do that. So again, there's an example of you pretty much need to take a supplement unless you're just making weird dietary choices that are remarkably inconvenient.
With supplementation, with food choices, it creates a lot of extra work. And that alone, given the difficulty of pursuing a healthy diet and body composition today, is already hard enough without adding that extreme complexity. Okay?
Again, this is the guy who has no problem injecting steroids into his ass, but taking a dietary supplement is just too much work.
Furthermore, when it becomes an ideology instead of saying and addressing that, and many are not willing to do that, this is a problem. Okay, when it becomes the foods are bad because they're animal products, well, that's not true. There are plenty of absurdly healthy foods that are animal products that are linked to all sorts of health benefits.
That is really not true.
Okay, and positive health outcomes. So this idea that all disease is coming from animal products is absolutely ludicrous, especially when given that refined sugars play such an enormous and massive role in poor health, documented in the literature. You know, they'll talk about also cardiovascular risk, yet, you know, coconut oil will still be consumed. Coconut oil is absolutely linked to elevated LDLs, elevated to all sorts of problems. They're animal.
Yeah, and if you eat animal foods, that raises your LDL, either directly or indirectly. So directly, you might be eating animal foods that contain saturated fat and cholesterol, which raise your LDL, and indirectly, because Animal foods don't contain any fiber. So if you swap out steak, for instance, with tofu, not only does tofu have less saturated fat, no cholesterol, but it also contains fiber. If you swap out like any animal food for a plant food, chances are the plant food is going to actually contain fiber. So even if like the saturated fat content is the same, well, the plant food contains fiber, which lowers cholesterol.
Saturated fats in some forms that don't even produce that, like milk, right? Butter does, but
milk has saturated fat.
Whole milk, for example, is completely neutral in terms of that.
That's not true. Whole milk has saturated fat.
But a bunch of vegan products are not.
This guy's going on a rant about nutrition, and he doesn't even know, like he can't even read a nutrition label.
Coconut oil, even refined sugars impact your whole lipid profile. Okay, this stuff is garbage. These are enormous contributors.
Refined sugars do not increase your cholesterol in your blood. They might increase triglycerides, but they do not increase cholesterol.
Contributors. Heavily refined vegetable oils. These are all vegan. These are all plant-based.
Refined vegetable oils are not bad for you.
They are enormous contributors to poor health. And at least
no, refined vegetable oils do not contribute to poor health.
The carnivore people get that part right, while not admitting they probably shouldn't be eating the refined animal products they eat, like tons of bacon and butter, which we know are also linked to terrible health and blood work and health outcomes. Because again, people are getting caught up in...
Okay, well that's Blaha. He likes to ramble.
Okay.
So how's your day?
My day was very tiring because I didn't get any sleep, and I was here at 4:30 in order to get ready for this trial, and I won today again.
Well, congratulations.
I did. So.
Well, you sure did. Okay, so I have something serious I wanted to talk to you about.
I knew, that's why I did.
Yeah. So, what are you expecting?
I have no idea.
Okay, so I talked to Mikhail about this already, and you're the second person I talked to about this. I have to tell you that I'm gay.
Okay.
Always have been, always will be. I don't believe it's a sin anymore. Like, I used to prescribe to your philosophy, your mom's philosophy when I was younger, but I don't believe that anymore, and so I don't want to feel ashamed of who I am and what I am. So what are your thoughts?
What are my thoughts? I think life is going to be difficult for you.
Yeah, I know I'm kind of destroying every hope and dream you ever had for me.
No, not at all. Not at all. I think, and I don't know, I don't want to say this to encourage you in this lifestyle, but I'm having different thoughts about this being innate, or if it's a learned behavior, what I just don't know anymore.
Do you want to know my side of it?
Go ahead.
My story?
If you feel, you can tell it to me.
Well, until I was 20 years old, I believed exactly what you and Mom believe. I believed that it was a choice. You could choose to not. Yeah. You could choose to be completely heterosexual, and that God wanted you to live in that way. And so for years and years, I would pray, I would look up reparative therapy, I would go everywhere I could possibly find to somehow fix who I am.
Yeah.
And the more I looked up, the more I realized that none of these work. Like, the biggest ex-gay therapy programs in the world have recanted their position that change is possible. So now that they admit that you cannot change your sexuality, you just have to suppress it. That is their current stance. But then, so I was content with that. I was like, okay, I'm going to suppress it. I will be celibate my entire life. That's completely fine with me. But then I just couldn't, afterwards, I just couldn't justify why it was a sin and why God wanted me to either be straight or be celibate for him. Okay. And then I just couldn't find a justification, because when you look at gay people, they don't really do anything bad. They're not like out raping children or
no, I agree.
doing anything like that. So
I agree.
I was thinking, okay, I'm going to be celibate. I'm going to be God's image of what he wants me to be. But all these gay people I know, I'm judging them and condemning them in my own mind. And I was like, I can't do that. I have to see if it's actually wrong or right. So because I was not going to accept myself as gay if it was wrong, I was not going to do that. If God did not want me to do that, I was not going to choose to be gay or whatever. So now I knew it wasn't a choice, but I had to figure out if it was a sin, because I didn't want to condemn all these people I knew and judge them. So I did more research, and I realized I found out there's only like 7 verses in the Bible that actually mention anything about it. And I've looked at both pros for this argument and against the argument, both sides. I threw out everything I knew because I wanted to be objective and decide for myself. And I looked at lots of different resources from both sides. And I finally just decided that you can interpret these 7 verses different ways based on the culture they were written, based on the way they were written, and all of that stuff, and I decided I couldn't see it as a sin anymore. And so when I was 20, that's...
So it's been almost 3 full years now.
Yep, because it wasn't easy for me at all. Like,
oh, I know.
This was every single day. I either wanted to end my life, or I don't know what I was going to do. So yeah,
I have had strong suspicions.
Yeah.
For a long time. I couldn't bring myself to talk to you about it because it wasn't any... I didn't want to go where I wasn't invited.
Yeah. So I would like to share some of the things I found with you if you're willing to look at them openly, because I don't want to have you and Mom just kind of hate me for the rest of my life.
That would be farthest from the truth. I think the most difficult part, if you were deciding not to be celibate, will be accepting a partner.
Mm-hmm.
That will be extremely difficult.
And to be honest, at this point, I don't know if I will ever, but I just...
Nut Muffin donated $2. Bad timing. I'm trying to understand the joke, but I don't get it. Walking into my son's bedroom after I heard a gunshot from it. Does the gay son kill the dad and then he ends up in heaven? Like, is that the joke? I don't get it. Thanks for the donation, Nut Muffin.
I just don't want to cut off that option completely.
I'm really glad you had the courage to do this.
It was not easy.
I understand. It was not easy for me. There's so many times that I've wanted to.
The joke is the parent is glad the gay son offed himself. Okay, that video clip didn't really make any sense.
Talk to you about this, but it was not my place to talk to you about something so intimate that you didn't want me to go there. I didn't have the invitation. And
So, as my birthday present, I just kind of wanted to request that I send you these documentaries and these websites that convinced me, and I would like you to just look at them with an open mind.
I will, because
that's all I can ask.
A year ago, I would have never thought that I'd be thinking this way. Everybody in the world knows that you're gay, except the immediate family.
Yeah.
And how long is everybody in the world since you're 20?
Well, at 20, and then when I finally said, okay, I'm going to accept this, it took a very long time for me to truly be okay with it. Just because for so long, all of my life, I was just like, I can't succumb to this. And so once I did actually accept it, it still took a while before I was comfortable making it known. And I was terrified that you would find out if I told someone. And so I didn't want.
I thought that was a problem, and I thought that some of the anxiety and hostility towards me was because of this guilt. I don't know.
I never felt really comfortable opening up to your mom, especially you, just because I knew how you felt, and you made it very clear how you felt.
Yeah.
So,
no, I don't hate your son. To be farthest from the truth.
Well, thank you for telling me that.
And I kind of wanted to, I really wanted you, if this was your situation, for you to come forward and tell me. I just didn't want to go there if I wasn't involved.
Well, I appreciate that, because I probably would have panicked. And you did.
If I just would have, actually, just in the last couple of weeks, I've been thinking about writing you a letter, so that when you got the letter, you'd have time to consider it before I just burst into your room and say,
Yeah. Well, thank you for that. Because I got to tell you on my own terms when I was actually ready.
Yeah, I'm glad you did.
I thought if I got too close to you and then you ended up rejecting me, that it would destroy me, but yeah.
Well, that guy's dad doesn't seem too unreasonable. That's nice. The fuck is this?
Mothers are often seen as protective angels who will do anything to protect their children, but in this case, she became her child's worst enemy. Officers were immediately dispatched to the location after receiving a 911 call about a mother contemplating murder. Viewer discretion is advised, as what you are about to see is not for the faint of heart.
Hello, ma'am. You want to come over here? I can get you help. Just come with me. No weapons on you? No? That cigarette helping you out? Keeping you calm?
No, I don't even got a lighter.
You don't got a lighter? All right, I can try and get you one. You want to come with me? What's going on today? Why do you want to hurt yourself? What's bothering you?
I don't know what's wrong with me.
I think my discount on Vigor should still work.
What do you mean, what's wrong with you? I'm here to help you. 510 Central.
This isn't me.
What isn't you, ma'am?
I'm not like this. I don't feel like this.
Feel how? Have to apply with a 41 clear for medical. Don't feel like how, ma'am?
I'm just mad and angry.
Okay.
And then I got this guy and he stops crying. The other one starts crying.
So the kids just keep crying?
Are they okay? Where are they at?
You can go inside.
How old are they? Sheriff's office. What's up, little man? You okay?
You have someone that can take care of the kids?
My husband's on the way, but
On the way from where?
he's a loudmouth.
Where's he on the way from? Where's your husband coming from?
Carlsbad.
Carlsbad? How long is that going to take you?
He was about an hour into his drive.
Okay. What's his phone number?
How are you, buddy? You got a balloon? What's your name? What's that?
What's up, little guy? What's up, little guy?
So the ambulance is going to come and they're going to help you out. Okay, can you walk that way with me? Yeah, come on, let's go. Does anybody have a lighter? You have a lighter on you by chance?
Hey, you didn't hurt the kids, did you?
No.
Okay.
Hey, baby. How are
Ready to explode at any moment. Despite the mother dropping subtle hints about her unraveling mental state, the warning sign.
You donate $2. Let me see.
Dad, I'm lesbian.
And he's the closest that I have, like, to my
Cultural background and stuff. Maybe he'll be like.
I already did.
Already?
Already. This is off to a great start. Let's take turns telling each other how we lost our virginity. Take a shot, Sanjana.
Yeah, I'll take a shot. I'll most definitely take it.
Oh, I thought she was still a virgin.
Wait, for real? Oh, wow.
15 at school.
15 too.
Okay.
It was at home when my mom went to
Sneaky.
church. It was an older lady. Her friend.
Her friend?
My Nana's friend?
My mom.
See, they out here moving. I mean,
You're taking shots.
An interest in you, who looks, in your eyes, not at you.
He was tall, dark, and handsome, and he just looked like he had a future. I don't know if he was a decoy, but.
Sanjana, can you give me some sex advice?
Try not to think about you and mom.
I wish. Let me drink again.
Yeah, this is boring. Thanks for the donation, E.
Signs were about to be tragically overlooked.
Oh my God, this is embarrassing.
Do you feel like hurting the kids? I mean, I get it. If you do, parenting is a lot.
Frustrated.
Uh-huh.
Like, when one stops crying, the other one starts crying.
It's like you can't catch a break with the kids.
I get sponsorship offers, but they all seem like scams.
Yeah, and then on top of that, I got anxiety. Like, I can't breathe.
Okay. Do you feel like hurting yourself?
All the time. But
Do you feel like that right now?
Do
you feel like that right now? Hi guys, so this is Kiara. She's telling me right now she has anxiety. She called us because she doesn't want to hurt the kids. She hasn't hurt them. I asked her if she feels like hurting herself. She says all the time. I don't know if she feels like that right now. She didn't answer that question directly. She's just going through a lot of stress, telling me she can't catch a break. When one kid stops crying, the next kid starts crying.
Yeah.
So she just wants some help. So go and talk with these guys. They're going to be able to help you out with everything, okay? You just need to talk with them. I got Dad's 49 already.
I just know I love those guys and I don't want to hurt them, but they're frustrating the out of me. Right. Yeah, I know.
Real quick, so the dad's out of town?
He's on his way. I came and my phone's dead. But he's on his way right now.
From where?
He was going to Carlsbad and he's about an hour and a half away, but he's on his way back. It's probably about Roswell, Vaughn, something like that.
Okay. Do you have any other family in the area?
No. And my
Local?
phone don't fucking work, of course.
Okay.
What's your mama's name?
My mom and dad.
Okay, where's daddy?
My daddy.
Daddy's at work?
They're all cooked.
Okay. You can sit down on the bed. You got any other brothers? You got any other? He's a little guy, huh?
Her isolation was another factor fueling her intense urge to commit murder. Listen closely to what she says.
Nobody else close by? Parents, siblings of yours, his?
My family's in Florida.
What about his?
Well, his brother's in Albuquerque, but he's not even close. He's with him. He's working with him.
What about his parents?
They're dead.
Okay. So just a brother in Albuquerque that he's not close with, and that's it?
That's it, yeah.
Okay. All right.
You're all right. Hey, you're all right.
He wasn't here for that?
Fire stayed here with the kiddo while we took her to the hospital, and then I guess the dad came over to take her with the kid. So I think he was a lot closer than where he was before.
Oh, he was like out of town?
I think he was nearby, yeah. Yeah, I'll take a look at the kid.
Did she have any history of...
Oh, I don't know.
Like at the time, nothing mentioned?
Nothing I thought. I mean, I didn't really delve too much into that, but...
Yeah, okay.
Nothing.
All right, we'll handle it on that end.
Did you eat breakfast already?
Come have watch it.
You gonna flap?
The mother was taken to the hospital for further evaluation, but it wasn't going to be of much help.
I already know where you're going with that one.
Hey, Dad.
What's up, little man?
Hey,
We get a lighter, and now my neighbors are being nosy. What?
They're in their yard, just leave them.
They're pointing their big old fat fingers over here.
Let them, why did it bug you? We're taking you to the hospital right now. You're gonna listen to me and keep doing this. I know you want to go in cuffs. That's up. And I'm telling you right now to stay over here. They're checking on your kids. Make sure they're okay.
Yeah, we reacted to the honey browser scam yesterday.
No matter what. Okay. So she can choose to go with you guys, or if she doesn't.
I briefed them on what was going to happen if.
So what do you want to do? You want to go in an ambulance or with us?
Whatever's more convenient for you guys. I don't give a
Well,
Just please give me a lighter.
We'll do whatever is most helpful for you. I can see if I can grab you a lighter. You so close.
Okay, you got your other shoe. Come on, let's get that foot in. Let's get that foot in.
My baby, he's 4 months, he's 4 weeks old.
Everything seemed fine for some time until one day, 911 received a call from the mother, again.
Right, Go ahead, man. Who is he?
My baby, he's 4 months, he's 4 weeks old.
Sheriff's office!
Sheriff's office! Clear. Oh. Oh, God. Oh, hey, I found him. He's here. He's here. Hey, buddy. Hey, man. He's okay. Yeah. Hey, buddy.
The infant was no longer alive, and there were signs of brutality. Her older son was the only other witness to what had happened that day, hiding safely in his bedroom. However, the mother told the officer she didn't know what had happened.
All right. I know you have kids, dude. All right. You need a break, we're going to step outside. I'm good. I got this. I'm good. Just watch this. Okay. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Are you cold? No, what's wrong, buddy? Do you need anything to eat? Huh? No? Let's put on some clothes, all right? So we go for another ride. Let's get on some pants. It's kind of cold in here, buddy. Hey, do these fit you? Here. Try those on. Just take a deep breath now.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Can you tell me how to breathe?
Take, inhale 4 seconds, count 4. Ready, 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. Get that.
Where's your shoes at? You don't know? Okay, let's go outside. Come on. Let's go outside. You're gonna be fine. Here, hold my hand. Is this your animal? You like that animal?
You want to put your phone in your pocket?
I'm in trouble.
I don't know right now. I'm just going to place you in handcuffs real quick.
It looks like he scratched his face. He's all bruised looking. I don't understand why I'm being placed in cuffs.
We're just going to have you sit in here for okay, I'm going to go ahead and take...
So...
Okay.
I can't. I'll say it again. I'll say it a million times. I had a long day yesterday. I talked to my mom on the phone for 7 hours because he wouldn't stop crying.
No amount of regret was going to bring her son back to life now.
He slept more than he should have last night. It was my fault because I thought he was sleeping really good, so I didn't want to mess with him. And I was sleeping hard.
Huh? Oh, she has us. Okay. Can we split it up? All right.
Okay. Let's go in here. Okay. Let's go right here. You don't have to cry, buddy. Let's go right here.
This officer had changed the baby's diaper and looked after him just a few days ago. His death had truly shaken him to his core.
Why? Why?
That's honestly pretty gay. I don't know why you'd care if you just happened upon some random dead baby.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that cop sounds like a bit of a weenie.
Hi.
It's cool.
See the fire truck?
Yeah,
no.
Hey,
Can you
everything's fine. They're my friends. They're nice people. Okay? You can touch her.
Yeah.
It's okay.
You can look at the fire truck if you want. I just don't want you.
Hey. Baby has bruises all over his face. Son of a bitch. I just needed to take a watch to pick me. Is she in the car? Oh, she's tough. Definitely. Do you want her walking early? Okay?
Yeah.
So right now, the baby has bruises on his face, bleeding out of his eyes. I'm not even talk to you right now. But definitely, yeah, just because it's a 1 month, yeah, I can clearly tell, but.
That baby's been gone for a while.
Wow. You okay, brother? Yeah, I'm good. Sorry. You getting here? Yeah. Do me a favor.
If you need anything, let me know, okay?
Take some pictures of inside out. Okay. I'm gonna step up. All right.
The police tried to explain the incident to the father, who was equally shocked.
How's it going, Sv3rige? It's not. Just talk to me, man. Talk to me, please. That's fine. Just talk to me, please, brother. So our guys were called up here. Yes, okay. My son is dead. Yes, sir. Okay, I'm sorry for you. I know. So we got a call up here. I guess your wife. Is she your wife? She's my wife. Okay. I guess your wife called and said that something's wrong with the baby. That they needed law enforcement up here. Law enforcement came up. They found the child in the bassinet. Okay. So what we need you to do, and that's as much as we know at this point. Okay. I know there's not. I know you guys are doing an investigation. Yeah, we're doing an investigation. I know. I'm not trying to do nothing. No. I need to know what's going on. I need to know where my other son's at. So your other son was taken to the hospital.
She will most likely, as you saw, get a light sentence, Sv3rige killing her baby just because she is a woman.
Yeah, she'll probably get like 2 months probation. Thanks for the donation, Dodo.
Is he okay? Can we check for injuries? He's okay.
Yes, he is.
He's okay. Where's he at?
He's with CYP right now?
CYP.
With
So
Senya.
he's
not with Marlinda, with Senya, a different investigator.
So he's not at the
right
hospital
now.
no more?
No, he's
Bend over $92 FAFO. Man tries to stab a trained security guard with a pocket knife. It's not very good. Yeah, that security guard fucked him up. Good for him. Thanks for the donation, Ben.
He's getting discharged now with her.
Okay, and they'll probably bring him back to here. Are they going to put a hold on him? Because I'd really like to at least get my son back.
I'm gonna let you know I did sign a hold for right now. It was because you
that makes it harder on me.
No, we're gonna cooperate with you. And CYP will too. They know you've been cooperative.
Right now, I need my family, is what I'm saying. So like, my son would help me out a lot because I'm really I'm really at shock at everything that's going on. And they're going to work with you and they're going to help you whatever you need to do. Okay. So can I see him? Or I'm not going to be able to see him for 2 days either.
Let me get your.
Because he's going through a lot too, man.
Well, no. So Saint Daniel, right?
Yeah. Just it doesn't matter.
So on the 48, one of the boxes checked is when there's not a parent available because you're out of town and she was with us. That's why I signed it. It's not. That's all it is right now. We can always work those things out. I will get you in contact with Senya from CYP immediately. I told her you were out of town. She knows you're on her way, so I will call her and let her know you're in town now.
He needs me as much as I need him.
And we'll get you in contact.
So that's the thing is, if they release him from the hospital, we have to have somebody to release him. I got you guys. I'm not pissed off, bro. I mean, none of this. You guys are doing your job. I'm not pissed, bro. I'm just like. I'm frustrated. I have a lot of emotions going through me right now. So it's. So here's. I need to ask you a few things. Okay. One, is she having issues? She's having her issues, but nothing like with the kids like that, dude. She has. They just diagnosed her with postpartum last week, and I don't know what happened with the baby. I think he got suffocated with the blanket. It sounds like to me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, you know, I don't know. I don't want to put the blame on myself. I shouldn't have went back to work right away. You know what I mean? And I know my brother told me it's not even like that. But you know, for me as a father and a head of household, bro, I'm supposed to take care of everything. And I feel provided. You know, you gotta do it.
Well, we always ask for 2 collaterals. We have 2 people that we can call. We're not talking about the
There's all these cars. They're not going to see you. He can call me first.
Yeah, stop that, baby.
The mother was charged with first-degree murder. YouTube thinks you'll love the video on screen. Click to watch now.
Well, that was a heartwarming story.
We're right around the corner from his food truck. I guess he has like a taco stand going on. How you doing, my friend? At the Euro there? Okay, great. That's the Euro? Okay, great. I was gonna ask one more thing. Do you have the Predator pita? The Predator pita? Pita? Predator pita, though. Yeah, the red pita. You got Predator pita? I'll do a Predator pita. Yeah. Gotta have a good Predator pita to go with your Euro, you know? Oh, I didn't even see him there. And you've just been speeding in 4K. You know, you really gotta love these food trucks. I mean, just the amount of passion and heart and soul that food truck owners put into all their meals is truly unmatched by anyone else in the restaurant business, really. Most food trucks are ran by, very hardworking individuals that put their sweat and tears into the entrees that they make. Not literally, that would be gross, but you know what I mean.
Been here for about a year at this location.
I mean, you guys have some pretty high ratings on Google, so I figured, should be pretty good place. Where did it all start?
I had $20,000 in my bank account, and I was like, you know what? I gotta do something with this money. I borrowed like $50K.
Wow.
Yeah.
You see, I commend you because most people wouldn't know what to do with that kind of money.
Yeah.
I'm just glad you didn't go and spend it all on hookers and blow. Some people out here.
That's probably what I did with my first one.
Okay, so you gotta get the first. We all know that some food trucks are better than others. It's just a fact of life. And by the way, this nacho burger is really hitting the spot right now.
Did you watch Destiny vid or Channel 5 vid? Haven't watched Channel 5 vid.
But surely, all food trucks are run by decent, honest human beings, right? Not so fast. This here is 35-year-old Martin, or Carlos as he likes to go by, and he runs a food truck in San Diego, California called Mick Kebab. It's a very highly rated food truck according to social media. One day, Martin struck up a conversation online with our adult decoy. And let me just say, this chat log was much dirtier than a bucket of grease emptied from any deep fryer. Now, Martin mainly serves up shish kebabs out of his food truck, but on this day, he invited our adult decoy up there to give her a different kind of shish kebab, if you know what I mean. So while we're cooking this up, I mean, what's your overall opinion on food truck owners who invite up to their stands? You know what I mean?
And whether you're a food truck owner or you're not a food truck owner, food truck something's wrong with you. Something's genuinely wrong.
You heard it here first, folks.
This is the only meat you should be serving out of a food truck.
Yeah.
Remember that.
That's a message for Martin right there. Safe to say that Martin's wife was not happy about this situation at all when she arrived on scene, and neither were the Santa Ana Police Department. Now, who knows what possessed Martin to do a thing like this? I mean, who knows? Maybe there's something in the hummus. But either way, only he can really tell his story. So let's go ahead and get into today's dose of Predator pasta. Next. Come on, we don't have a day. Let's go. Come on, keep the line moving. What up, boys? It's your boy, Skeet Hansen. We are here in the lovely city of San Diego, California. And we're right around the corner from this guy. We're right around the corner from his food truck. I guess he has like a taco stand going on. His name's Carlos. He says he's 35 years old. I'm guessing he's lying, trying to bring the age closer to the girl. I'm gonna say he's around 45 years old or so. He invited the girl to, the food truck to get some food. He's just a kind, generous human being who just wants to give, to those in need. So, that's why he's sending all these sexually charged messages to her, I'm guessing, and saying this, that, and all the sorts. Just a bunch of crazy things that we're gonna get into once we, start talking to this individual, Carlos. Now, when we go up to his food truck, I think I'm gonna order the Predator pico de gallo. Yeah, this guy's been talking to the decoy for over a month now. We actually got him to show up to the park to meet her. So technically, he's already traveled to meet, which is a felony. And yeah, he's basically doing the same thing. Well, kind of the same thing. He's inviting her somewhere so that he can give her some food, but we know that he probably really wants to take her in the back of the truck and give her some other kind of sour cream. From what I have here in the chat log, that's what I'm thinking. So I don't have it printed out, but this is something notable that he said just recently. The other night he says, "Tell me if you agree." Now, he doesn't speak very good English, I don't think, so we're probably going to have to dial up a translator. "After kissing your I will put my fingers in it, and when you are ready, I will put my in your..." Very well worded by Carlos. It's really a class act. It's a very poetic line that he gave there. And then he says, "What are you going to do with my?" The girl says, "What do you want me to do?" He says, "I think you know, eat it like a popsicle." The girl says, "Yes, I like popsicles." And Carlos says, "So imagine it's a sweet popsicle. I wonder what flavor. Tell me how you plow it." I'm pretty sure he meant blow it, but the text-to-speech translator thing was probably tweaking. And then he says, "You will plow it the same without biting." So he basically wants her to eat his popsicle like she would any other popsicle. So we'll have to ask him about that popsicle and see, find out more about that. Maybe they have popsicles at the food truck. How you doing, my friend? At the you're out there? So would this be your picture here? That's your picture? Okay. And what was your name again? What was your name?
My name's Martin.
Martin? Not Carlos? I thought your name was Carlos.
Yes, I know.
Okay. Do you know why I'm here?
I did, yeah.
Well, why do you think I'm here? What was your name again?
Martin.
Martin. Okay, Martin. Why do you think I'm here? Why do you think I have your picture in this binder? I can't really hear you.
I don't say nothing. Just I need my.
Oh, nothing?
No. Sorry. I can't talk with you.
You can't what?
I can't talk with you.
Why not?
Yes, I want to talk.
No. Well, isn't this a picture you sent to a that you invited to up here?
Yes.
And you're expecting her to come here, right? Okay. And now let's be real here. Cooking food over a hot grill like this can be rather dangerous. But if you ever burn yourself or anything like that, you might be covered by today's video sponsor, Morgan & Morgan. This is how you smash it, right?
Now smash that.
Martin. So where do you get Carlos from if your name's Martin?
I don't know.
Just a made-up name? Yeah. Okay. Okay. And this would be a picture you sent right here. You sent this picture. And I understand the other day, recently, you showed up to a park to meet her. That would be Centennial Park, right? Okay. Okay. Now, how old are you, Martin? How old? 35? Okay. And now, I mean, when she told me she was, you even said, what are you doing on this app for adults? And you even said it could get you in a lot of trouble. So what I'm wondering is, Martin, why keep the conversation going? This is it's just for our documentation.
Yes, I know.
So,
I don't want it.
Oh, I understand you might not want it, but you've it looks like you invited a up here, so
It's my mistake, sorry.
it's your mistake. Okay, it's a pretty great mistake. Do you want to come out of the truck and just have a conversation? Can't? Okay, because I'm having just a hard time hearing you.
I need my avocado.
You're what?
I need my. Can you speak Spanish?
No, I don't speak Spanish, though.
I need my avocado.
Avocado?
Yes.
What is that?
Lawyer.
Is it loud here?
Lawyer.
Oh, lawyer. You need a lawyer. Okay. Well, that's fine. I just want to ask you, a couple questions. I remember just recently you said something along the lines of kissing her. Do you remember saying that?
What?
Kissing her. Do you remember saying that? Okay. So what made you say that?
Everything is my mistake. I'm sorry.
Okay. Well, no, I just want to ask, And then you say you'll put your fingers in it.
Yeah.
Is that what you were planning to do when she got here today? So what was the plan when this girl got here today to your food truck?
Just talk.
Just talk? Give her some food?
Yes, because.
Okay.
I can do nothing.
Okay. And you make kebabs here? Were you maybe trying to give her some other kind of kebab?
So what?
Were you maybe trying to give her some other kind of kebab?
I don't understand everything.
You don't understand everything?
I don't.
Okay, that's fine. So you weren't trying to give her some other kind of kebab? Are you sure?
Excuse me?
Were you trying to give her another kind of kebab?
I don't understand.
You understand? Oh, it's okay. I have a translator.
Hello.
Hello, dear. I just have a translating request for you.
Sure.
Hi. This is Carlos here. Can you say hi to Martin? Can you say hi to Martin?
Hola, ¿cómo está?
Bien, gracias.
So what we wanted to know is, so it seems that Martin here sells kebabs at his food truck. We want to know if he was planning to give another kind of kebab to this. Okay, so he wasn't trying to give her another kind of kebab?
No,
That's
that's a misunderstanding.
a misunderstanding. Okay. Okay, now, Martin, was there a misunderstanding when you talked about putting your D inside of her?
What? What?
You said something about you're going to put your D inside of her? What would you mean by that?
Yeah.
How you doing? Hi, good. How are you?
You need somebody to speak Spanish?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, we have a couple people here, but it seems like Martin here is just having a bit of a hard time. You see, what happened was he invited a up to this food truck after he talked sexually to her online. And now, all of a sudden, he doesn't speak very good English. So, yeah, what I wanted to know was... pretty much, yeah. That's pretty much what we got here. Yeah.
I don't know anything about that.
Oh, I understand. But he asked her... Martin, do you remember asking her to send you a picture of her... You think, yeah? Well, why'd you ask her that? A misunderstanding. Now, Martin, is that pita burning up over there? Is that still... Oh, you turned it off? Okay. Okay. You asked her if she can sneak out. If she can sneak out?
The lady is still the camera?
Yeah. So Martin asked her if she could sneak out. Is that right?
Are you trying to get food?
Yeah.
Oh, we're just talking to the individual right now. And just give us another 5-10 minutes.
He says yes, it seems like that.
Okay. And after she did sneak out, what was Martin's plan?
He said it was just to talk, to converse.
Just to talk. So not to have sex with her like he described in the conversation.
Entonces la intención de usted no, honestly, no, that wasn't my intention.
Okay, so if it wasn't his intention, why did he talk about sex so much?
Él está preguntando que si eso no.
Ella también quería hablar de eso.
He said that because she wanted to talk about that too.
Oh, she did. But Martin, you were the only one bringing it up.
He said, honestly, I want to talk with the lawyer.
You want to talk to a lawyer? Okay, that's fine. Well, Martin, before you talk with a lawyer, you're going to have to talk to the police. So, just so you know.
He said, I would rather wait for an attorney.
Okay, that's fine, Martin. Martin, I mean, is there anything else you have to say? I mean, you talk about her taking her clothes off and everything. Is there anything?
No, he said that's it.
That's it? Okay. Chester, you want to go ahead and... Okay. Well, he said he wanted to talk to a lawyer, and he's pretty much done talking to me now. And that's pretty much it. Oh, yeah, they're on the way, but okay. Okay. Who are you on the phone there with, Martin? Who are you on the phone with? Did you call your lawyer, or? Okay. This is not how you run a shish kebab truck. I'll tell you that. You don't invite up here to give them other kinds of shish kebabs. It's just not a good look. just not a good look.
No, it's not a stupid video.
So this is a professional grade camera. This is getting submitted to Netflix.
You guys are doing your thing. I just,
Yeah, we have a whole chat log of everything he was saying here, and
I get it.
Yeah.
I got a little doubt right now.
Maybe we'll let him off the hook. Yeah, he's stressing in there.
Can you have the decoy get a screenshot? Like,
Here we go. Here are the Santa Ana police. How we doing, officers?
283, clear for clear.
Understandable.
Okay. Is it just number 7 clear? Correct. Okay. 5 golf, whiskey, 3537.
So, because I have everything printed out, but this is where it started on an app called Scout. It says Hello Baby. You can swipe through those if you want. Those are just screenshots of the Scout app, by the way.
Who's this? Is this your dad?
That's oh no, that's a different one. Disregard that.
Okay. So then, can I see?
Your husband? That's your husband?
Yeah,
Oh.
maybe a favor if you could just stand over there, please. We'll just we'll talk to you right now, okay? And then can I see the
Is it
text?
okay if I go on?
Right now, if you could just stay over here, please, and then we'll fill you in on everything, okay?
Can you tell me a little bit about it?
Yeah.
I just want to know, is he going to be arrested? Or what?
So right now we're still conducting our investigation, and we have officers over there. So if you could just stand over here, you're not gonna be able to walk over there, okay? Yeah. So just stay in your car, and then we'll be with you, okay?
He gave us his number, so when I texted Hates for meet me there, and that's the actual texting app that we've been using. You can just the whole conversation's there.
Is there anything sexual or anything?
You're getting to it. You'll get it. He takes a minute to get around to it, but yeah. It's all the way at the bottom now, but he sent the address for this location and said I'm in the very back, and come meet me basically. After he said all the sexual stuff that you'll see in there if you scroll down far enough. Yeah, right here, yes. If she wants to lose her virginity, ask you that. Do you want to remain a virgin, or we can do it if you want. Okay. It's all right there. Looks like what's his name? Carlos or whatever his name is getting his car searched. Officers doing a deep dive on his car. I think the Mick Kebab Grill may be going out of business. It was honestly, yeah. We're bringing everywhere we go. We just bring excitement.
So we'll go from there right now, and then I'll get that. We'll get the screen recordings, and then we'll go.
Okay, thanks. All right. Well, as you saw there, they just took our boy Carlos. They just booked him. It looks like Mick Kebab here. Mick Kebab Grill is.
That was a little boring.
In training program, it's close to 50 pages in length. If you had wanted to include that, by all means, I absolutely would love you to do so. I also have one that you can pay for beginner, intermediate, and advanced, showing exactly how I like to train, but I'd prefer that you get the one for free.
Thank you, Greg.
After all, I've given out over 100,000 free diet and training programs. And so I must admit, I was a little disappointed when I saw that he hadn't reviewed my training program. And so I'm watching a video, and literally I could make a Netflix documentary on the amount of content that Will has now given me. And lo and behold, at 15:25, I'm actually in the video. And so bro did me dirty. At 15:25, it says squawk. And
once again, the only good pedo is a dead pedo.
Yeah. Thanks for the donation, Dodo. Can't disagree with that.
So Coach Greg is squawking harder than last time. I know I like to yap in my videos, but to have me labeled as squawk, bro, did I really deserve that? And so I was absolutely honored to see that there were more comments about Coach Greg in the comment section than every other fitness YouTuber combined. I'm honored, guys. I can clearly see y'all Gregging your Doucettes. Greg about to come in with a 30-minute video about why his program is S tier. 3,300 likes, and it's only been 19 hours. And so I wrote, missed opportunity to review El Champion's Spanish strength training protocols. Will, you got to make a part 2. Number 5 on training, and there were so many influencers programs that you had not the time to go over. And so, please, Will, we need to see a part 2. Start Gregging it when it's coming, we coming. Greg is definitely reading these replies. Absolutely. Do you guys know I work 24/7? I'm literally making these videos in my sleep. Your T-plug is working 24/7, guys, and when I'm not selling Turkestrone, well, I'm selling GO2 Max. What did you expect? And so I'm happy Will mentioned my cookbooks in the video, as one of the comments says, I never knew Greg had a cookbook. Does he advertise at all? And so some people took this as not being sarcastic. And so imagine reading that comment and not realizing that there is not a... It put me on the map. Mike Isertel, the RP app, and so on. Where was his review? I mean, he certainly could have started by saying, Mike Isertel, the uncrowned IFBB Pro Champion. Had it not been for his 10, he would have not only won his pro card, he'd probably be in the Olympia. He could review the effectiveness of going to level 4. Is that in fact required? Will Tennyson, as you know, he likes to go hard.
You know, I think Greg Doucette figured out that Mike Isertel watches every single one of his fucking videos, so that this is why he mentions Mike Isertel so fucking much.
Harder than last time, but he's given my plan the D. It's not the worst rating you could get, but it's not very good. And so we're going to discover what was wrong with my program. Why did Will Tennyson hate it so much? Good thing he didn't have a freaking Sequel bar in the mouth, because who knows? Would he also give the Sequel bar the D? Mike Isertel said the Sequel bar only slightly better than the Liver King. Have y'all tried the Liver King's bar?
The Kaiko bar from HTLT.
Sorry, macros, 6 fat, 33 carb, 20 protein.
Not bad. Great macros. Thank you, Greg.
But yet he was saying, as he put it into his mouth. He loved it. The way he was... He's glazing the bar now. He says... bars, they're not as soft as they'd like. Does it
Oh
look-
my god, are his videos like nothing but a fucking advertisement? Holy shit.
a money-back guarantee. And just to add
Dear
18 minutes, I haven't
God.
even started Will Tennyson's review. Let's get right into it.
Wouldn't want to do the workout again. So Larry, I'm sorry. Gonna have to go D tier.
And so Larry's getting the D tier, and all of a sudden it's Coach Greg. Magically, I wasn't expecting it. At 15:25 timestamp, I was expecting somebody by the name of Squawk. Never heard of them. I said, oh, I can't wait to see this guy's new program by the name of Squawk. Turns out it's Coach Greg. And so Will's bought my advanced training program. I have intermediate, as is right here, and I also have one for beginners.
And so he's chosen to go with advanced.
Will is advanced, and so I do believe he can handle it. Remember, these programs are exactly how I train. Not how Will Tennyson trains, not Jeff Nippert, not Mike Isertel, but how I like to train. And so there are tons of training programs out there. Y'all can buy them. Very easy. You could do your Jeff Nippert program, perhaps 3 sets of 8 to 12 repetitions with RP 8 or 9, and replace whatever exercise is listed by something else. Rather than the squat, I'm going to pick the hack squat. Rather than the hack squat, I'm going to pick the V squat. Rather than the V squat, I'm going to do the leg press. And so how hard would that be? Very easy. And so what I wanted to do was create something different, something unique, something that would stand out, something so that if you get it, you know you're training like Coach Greg. And so if you want to train like Coach Greg, this is the book for you. If you want to train like Jeff Nippert, go and train like Jeff Nippert. Not saying it's bad. My opinion is whatever program that you truly enjoy and that you can push yourself on really hard, those are the programs that are going to get you the gains. And so, for example, when you got a lean beef patty program that everything is an RP of 7 and none of the sets are hard, well, that's great if you're a beginner. And so perhaps that's her audience. And so Will Tennyson is not going to give her a very good rating. Gives her a C, despite the fact he hates all of the program. He literally, from start to finish, didn't like it, but she gets a C. Coach Greg, he gets a D. Guys, I gotta say, my feelings are hurt, but that's okay. Will Tennyson, he doesn't enjoy going from one machine to the next. I like alternating from one exercise to another. It saves time, it increases intensity, and it's how I like to train. If you want to sit on one machine and sit there and spend 2 hours in the gym every day, well, by all means. Now remember, there are multiple options. No book has the amount of detail that mine does. No other YouTuber puts the kind of work and effort that I put into my programs. Whether it's one-on-one coaching,
How long did it take for you to first bench 225?
Mike Israetel is the supreme personal trainer. He has made our soldiers have the stamina of a horse and look like Greg Plitt at the same time.
On Tuesday, September 17, 2024 at 3:30 p.m. local time, thousands of
Well, I guess we could watch that video. I already know what happened, but we can watch it. Thanks for the donation, Benedict Arnold. Let me think. So, I started training pretty young. I think, yeah, it was when I was 15. And I didn't start training seriously until I was 16. So I was just training in my parents' basement with just some adjustable dumbbells and a really shitty standard weight bench. It was one of those 1-inch bars and crap. But yeah, I ended up training at my school's gym and getting a gym membership when I was 16. And I think I could do 225 like a year and a half into lifting, something like that. Because I remember benching 205 in school during the like first half of the year when I was in the weight room, and then yeah, like about 6 months later, something like that, I could do 225 for a single. So I think it was like a year and a half, something like that, from like actually seriously training.
Also VG, there was nothing wrong with you referring to those subway killers as monkeys. After all, we are all potentially primates as well.
Yeah, glad you agree. Thanks for the donation, Dodo.
pagers belonging to Hezbollah operatives across Lebanon began to beep, signaling an incoming message from their leaders, and then the pagers blew up. Inside these devices were a few grams of a powerful explosive material capable of causing catastrophic injuries. The coordinated explosions killed at least 12 people.
Yeah, it's probably like Semtex or something.
Including 2 Hezbollah members, and injured nearly 3,000 others, many of whom were bystanders caught in the blasts. The entire explosive assembly was cleverly enclosed in a casing no larger than a matchbox. Israeli operatives had hidden a thin sheet of PETN explosive, about 6 grams, between 2 lithium-ion battery cells, according to Reuters. To detonate the device, a strip of highly flammable material was positioned next to the explosive. Crucially, the detonator was designed without any metal, making it undetectable during X-ray inspections. When Hezbollah
In all honesty, sometimes I wonder if we as a species should have never left the trees where we come from long ago after all.
Well, then we probably never would have made video games. So I think it was worth it. Thanks for the donation, Dodo.
Hezbollah ran the pagers through security scanners, it didn't set off any alarms. The detonation was reportedly triggered by coded messages sent to the pagers, which generated a spark within the battery pack that ignited the detonating material, shown in yellow, and set off the explosive, in pink. The very next day, it happened again. This time, walkie-talkies began to explode, killing at least 20 more and injuring hundreds. Behind the attacks, all signs pointed to Israel. According to 12 former and current defense and intelligence officials who spoke anonymously to the New York Times, the likely culprit, Mossad, Israel's elite intelligence agency known for its expertise in advanced technology. My video on how Mossad operates is linked in the description. In 2020, for instance, Mossad assassinated Iran's top nuclear scientist, Mohsen Fakhrizadeh, using a remote-controlled AI-powered machine gun mounted on a pickup truck. Fast forward 4 years, and
Damn.
Mossad employed
That is some modern warfare shit.
other ingenious techniques to strike Hezbollah, the Iran-backed militant group based in Lebanon, amid ongoing clashes and rising tensions along the border. At the same time, Hezbollah had escalated its support for Hamas in Gaza.
Jalen $2 found WWE wrestler who is your equal. He benched 405 at 250 like you. Well, it's 270, but, you know. He began bodybuilding at 14. His name is Triple H. Same height, too, I think. Well, I mean, I know who Triple H is. Triple H on steroids was pretty fucking big. I don't know how much he could bench when he was on steroids. Off steroids, he is a very different human being. But yeah, thanks for the donation, Jalen. Mike Hunt donated $2 based.
How do you know you're supposed to go to heaven?
What do you mean?
Well, how do you know you're not supposed to go to, you know, heck?
I'm not going to heck, Butters. I'm not black, all right?
Thanks for the donation, Mike Hunt.
Early in 2024, Hezbollah leader Hassan Nasrallah publicly urged fighters and their families to abandon smartphones, fearing that Israel could remotely hack these devices to activate the microphones and cameras. He says, disable it, bury it, lock it in a metal box. You're asking where the collaborators are? The cell phones you, your wife, and your children hold are the collaborators. In response, Hezbollah began relying on pagers. Unlike smartphones, pagers are not connected to the internet and can receive data without transmitting their location. The shift to pagers was exactly the opportunity Mossad had been waiting for. Mossad didn't just tamper with existing devices. They reportedly built the pagers from scratch. 2 years earlier, in 2022, Israeli operatives had set up a shell company in Hungary called BAC Consulting. BAC posed as an international pager manufacturer authorized to use the branding of the reputable Taiwanese manufacturer Gold Apollo. When news of the attacks broke, Gold Apollo found itself in the spotlight. Its CEO, Xi Qingguang, called the situation very embarrassing, explaining that his company had authorized BAC to use its logo but was not involved in the design or manufacturing
That's funny.
of the product. BAC itself was a mystery. Beyond this two-story building in Budapest where BAC is registered, a Hungarian government spokesperson said the company in question is a trading intermediary with no manufacturing or operational site in Hungary, and it only had one employee, Cristiana Bashorin Archidiacono, whose LinkedIn profile described her background in consulting across various sectors, but strangely enough, most of her LinkedIn posts are irrelevant to her work. I reached out to Cristiana to clarify BAC's connection to the pagers, but have not yet received a response. And when I tried to log on to BAC's company website, I received a forbidden error message. The deception was carefully crafted, down to how the pagers were marketed. This involved another key player, Apollo Systems Hong Kong, a company founded by Teresa Wu, a former Gold Apollo employee. Apollo Systems Hong Kong acted as the intermediary between Gold Apollo and BAC. Apollo Systems openly advertised the AR-924 pager on its website and now deleted YouTube channel, reinforcing the illusion of authenticity. Even the battery that powered the pagers appeared on battery websites, adding another layer of credibility. So how did Israeli agents manage to convince Hezbollah to buy its tainted pagers? Reuters reported that the agent who acted as a salesperson used aggressive
Dodo $2. Like I said, we should never have left comfort of our trees. If we didn't, stuff like this would not be happening right now. Yeah, but again, we wouldn't have video games, so I think it's a worthy trade-off. Thanks for the donation, Dodo.
Sales tactics and kept bringing the price down until Hezbollah's procurement manager was pulled in and eventually agreed to order 5,000 of the pagers months before the attacks. International sanctions against Hezbollah also severely limited their access to communication devices from reputable suppliers, likely forcing them to depend on what seemed to be a legitimate and affordable option. Any suspicions Hezbollah might have had were likely dismissed. For example, the modified design, which reduced the size of the battery, significantly shortened its lifespan. Hezbollah operatives reportedly noticed the batteries draining faster than the advertised 85 hours, but it didn't raise any alarms. Israel has neither confirmed nor denied its involvement. But the day after the first attack, Israeli Defense Minister Yoav Gallant said Israel was at the start of a new phase in the war and praised Israel's security agency's very impressive results. While the exact location where the modified pagers were manufactured remains unclear, 2 days after the attacks, on September 19, 2024, Bulgarian authorities started investigating a company they believed might have facilitated the sale of the pagers to Hezbollah. Hungarian media outlet Telex identified the company as Norda Global Limited, and that the company was the one that arranged the delivery of the equipment and sold it to Hezbollah. Norda was founded by a Norwegian Indian named Rinsan Hose.
It's the best pizza you've had. I can't remember the people who made it, but it was some wood-fired pizza, and it was at a vegan event. So some good shit with an actual wood-fired oven.
Who has since fled and remains untraceable. A New York Times reporter dug up a now-deleted profile of Jose on Founders Nation, a site linking entrepreneurs with Israeli startups. Norda had reportedly transferred over 1 million euros to BAC in several installments between 2023 and 2024. During that same time period, BAC paid Gold Apollo 717,000 euros and also paid Apollo Systems $122,000, according to Hungarian news outlet Telex. These financial transactions establish a connection between the various shell companies involved, pointing to a carefully orchestrated operation with multiple layers of deception. The orchestrator behind it all is widely believed to be Mossad, weaving a web of deception to execute their covert mission. Hezbollah leader Hassan Nasrallah warned the blasts amounted to a declaration of war and vowed to punish Israel. About a week later, Israel assassinated Nasrallah in an airstrike in Beirut.
It was the murder of thousands of Israelis and foreign citizens. To our enemies, I say, we are strong and determined.
Israel struck again the following day, killing senior Hezbollah official Nabil Kawouk, who led the investigation into the pager attacks. As tensions continued to escalate, Israel's chief of staff, Herzi Halevi, issued a cryptic warning. We have many capabilities that we have not yet employed. What you've seen is just the beginning. Defense is critical, not just in warfare, but in our digital lives. The easiest way to protect yourself online, NordPass, a password is Teams.
Israel is absolutely diabolical. Love it.
Long-term or one-time plans, I have the most amount of information detail of anyone, and I've seen the programs. And so even my free training programs, that's right, it's free. It costs $0, not 112, $0. It's close to 50 pages. And I can guarantee if Will Tennyson looked at that program and he compared it to the rest, he'd say, there's more work put into this free plan than every other. There's more information, there's more challenges, there's more benefit to all of you. And so if you're interested in the free training program, get to the website. What are you waiting for?
This is a 95-page PDF, which is a lot.
And so it's a 95-page PDF. Of course, you can get the hard copy, as many people enjoy reading it in front of their face. And I know with the cookbooks, approximately 80% of the purchases are for the hard copy. And so even though it's 2024, the majority of people, they still want to feel things with their hands.
And then there's a whole part on mindset, which I think is awesome. So clearly this was made with a ton of passion, and clearly by the writing. Greg definitely did this one, that's for sure.
And so I'm not sure if that's a compliment or an insult. Clearly by the writing, Greg clearly wrote this one. I don't know if that's good, if that's bad, because we all know Coach Greg is not very good at spelling. Not the best speller, and so hopefully there's not more spelling mistakes than last time. And so far, I'm feeling it's S tier. It's a 95-page plan. It's going over everything, including the mindset, and there's multiple choices of what you can do.
They offer 4 training plans. There's 2 60-minute ones and 2 90-minute ones. I think I'm going to try one of the 60-minute ones.
And so notice, 2 60-minute programs, 2 90-minute programs. There are so many choices, you can pick the one that you want. Now, if he had chosen the 90-minute program, there would have been more rest between sets. It would have been easier, but it would have taken him longer. And so he wanted to get in and out of the gym quickly, but also at the same time having an advanced training program. And so here's the thing, Will. You can't have your cake and eat it too. Well, unless you're Mike Isertel, as clearly he was having lots of cake while prepping for his competition because he never showed up in shape. 6.2% body fat without the proper tan. Yeah, you're not going to win your pro card.
And I'm going to rip one of the leg and bicep days, so let's get it.
And by rip, he means tear it apart.
Thank you, Greg.
As in to say it's horrible, horrendous, unlike my protein bar, which I'm eating right now.
Exercise number 1, we got options. So option A is paused barbell squat. And option B is just a machine of your choice.
And so notice, within the program, there's options. Perhaps the gym is busy. You can't get access to the squat rack. You can do another exercise. There's nothing wrong with that. I do this all the time. Remember, this is how I train. I go to the gym, and if somebody is on my machine, I don't sit there for 20 minutes and make a Joey Swole video.
You need to do better.
I choose another machine.
I'm using this squat machine because I was looking at option A, and that kind of volume for paused barbell squats.
But here's the thing. The volume is there, but the intensity is not. 15 reps is a warm-up set. It clearly states how hard to go, and so it's easy. It's not a lot of volume. It does not count as a working set.
It's a little weird to do sets of 15 for warm-up. Like, maybe if you're just doing the bar. But yeah, sets of 15 for warm-ups. That's a little strange.
As the weight goes up, the reps go down, and you begin to train a little bit harder. None of the sets are till failure until the final set, which is freaking hard, harder than last time. No way could you do all of these sets to failure. And so let me ask you this. If you did 1 plate on each side for 15 reps, and then 2 plates on each side for 12, 3 plates on each side for 10 to 12 reps, and a final set with 365 pounds for 9 to 12 reps, would you feel tired doing 135 for 15 if you can get 365 for 9 to 12 reps? Now remember, this is how I train. I have very good muscular endurance. I don't go to the gym and do 5 sets of 5. Regardless if you're a powerlifter and you think that's how you should be training, I've set world records and coached world record-setting athletes to train exactly like I do. And so it clearly works. Not saying that Mike Isertel or Jeff Nippard's programs don't work. They clearly work. They all work. But you have to enjoy it. And if Will Tennyson didn't enjoy this style of training, then I don't recommend it for him. But just because he didn't like to train this way, perhaps you would. And so if Will were to swap out the 60-minute exercise program into the 90-minute program, he wouldn't have to go so quickly. He could rest longer, take his time, and perhaps it would be more enjoyable.
With pretty much everything in this program, you're slowly working your way up in weight while dropping the reps to prepare for one all-out set.
Notice how it says pendulum squat, easy, 15 to 20 reps. Many people, I feel they train way too heavy. They're ego lifting in the gym. It's an easy set. You put a light weight on the bar. Is that going to be a lot of volume? When I go and do 60 minutes of cardio before doing my entire body in a training program, do you really think that I'm worried about doing 15 or 20 reps? I can handle the volume. And so if you feel like the first set, 15 reps is just way too many reps to warm up, time to work on the cardio. And so notice on the second set, pendulum squat, moderate intensity. You all know what that is. It's a medium amount. I felt like this is the easiest way to help people understand. The first set's going to be easy. Anyone can do it. The second set is still not hard. You're not training into the depths of hell like Mike Isertel. It's moderate, medium. And the third set is hard. Harder than freaking last time. The last set was medium. And the fourth set, hiss all out. Balls deep. This is an advanced training program. Not a beginner, not an intermediate, but it's advanced. And you got to get it done in 60 minutes. You're in a rush today. And so it's 10 to 15 reps plus 5 to 10 partials. Partial reps.
It's a little strange that he'd say there's like time restrictions on his workout. It has to be completed in an hour or less, but it's an advanced program. For advanced trainees, like especially if you're going to be using a lot of fucking weight, you know, for some of these sets, because again, presumably you're advanced, you may have to take longer rest times. And if you do stuff like try to hurry up your workout, but the fatigue from set to set is preventing you from actually meeting, you know, volume requirements, then you're going to have a harder time making progress. So it's strange that he'd say for an advanced program, you have to do it in a certain amount of time.
Reps. As hard as you can go, perhaps you're at 11, and you're tapping out. That's for a full range of motion. If you're going with a full range of motion all the way up, all the way down, would it not be still easy to get 5 more reps of partials? 1, 2, 3, 4. And so, have you not seen El Champion? Guy's an expert. He's a champion, godlike. Training with Larry Wheels, 2 of the strongest men in the world. Did you not see that all of his sets were partials? All of them. And look at the strength of this man. 6-pack poking through his blue shirt. Guy rides his bike to and from the gym uphill with a headwind both ways. With a backpack, bringing the weights to the gym. Bro is an animal. And he does partial reps. Larry Wheels, on the other hand, he's a proponent of full range of motion. He was trying to tell El Champion, you should do a greater range of motion. You combine both. Guys, S tier. And so to comment saying Coach Greg gonna make a 30-minute video explaining how his training program is S tier, you bang on, and of course it is. And so guys, many of you new to the channel, you may not realize this. Read this next comment. Greg's his dad. Sometimes it's hard for sons to speak their minds, to tell us what they truly think, but this is something that I adore. I'm a fan of this. I encourage this. You have to tell people the truth.
I don't know how many push-ups I can do. I don't really do them. No! Gum Gum, no! What the hell are you doing?
Tell them how you really feel.
By the end of the last set, I was so gassed I couldn't even grind 1 of the partial reps, which kind of scared me for the rest of the workout.
And so Will saying I was so gassed I couldn't do a partial rep. That's an oxymoron. I did not witness level 4. He wasn't speaking in Russian. There was no rah! There was none of that. You've all seen Coach Greg at level 4. Editors, show Coach Greg at level 4.
Okay.
Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Now, editors, show Mike Isertel at level 4. Therefore, and you know why that may be, and the people they predicted it. Perhaps on that day, he forgot to take his GO2 Max and or Turkesterone. I mean, bro, how
give me a break.
can you expect to get the gain? Greg, I got... And then he couldn't perform the partial reps. Go down a tier. It's called intermediate. And so, Will, it's not my fault you're at an intermediate level of intensity. I'm just calling it like it is. Now, perhaps that's for the best. Not all men are meant to go to level 3 and level 4. For Mike Israetel, look how it turned out. It caused him to forget about getting a 10. Had he not gone to level 4, he probably would have had more brain cells. It perhaps is possibly from the abuse of performance-enhancing drugs. He did, in fact, say it causes a significant reduction in fluid intelligence, and so that may, in fact, be it. And Will, you're still young. I apologize profusely for going out to get that bag of milk. I'll never do it again.
I just really don't like the second set is gassing me out before my top set.
And so this is the educational portion of the video, aside from the fact that the protein bars, they don't have the actual photo on the cover. If you're gassed out from doing the 15 to 20 reps easy, clearly labeled easy, then it wasn't easy. Or it is possible that you're so out of shape that you just couldn't do it. Now, Will Tennyson is in better shape than Coach Greg. I've seen him run. Bro did 100,000 steps in a day. He's an animal. I've raced him running on a treadmill. He beat Coach Greg. I'm impressed. He's very athletic. He also has top-tier genetics. His parents, his family are amazing. They are very good athletes. And so hearing him say that he was gassed out from doing the prior sets, I have to believe that Will Tennyson simply tried too hard on his earlier sets. And so if you gas yourself out on an easy set, a warm-up set, of course it's going to tire you out. And so it's very important to read the instructions. Perhaps I didn't font size the easy large enough. Perhaps I could have used another color, perhaps a circle, perhaps a square around easy. And that's on me. I know as a school teacher of 11 years that if I present something to someone and they can't follow it, it's on me. I have to be more clear in making sure that they know exactly what to do. And remember, Will Tennyson, he does like to train hard. And so I do believe he can handle the advanced training program, especially with the help of Terkestrone and GO2 Max. And so he simply mistook the instructions and thought, hey, it's advanced, we're going all out on set 1. That's my bad, but now that you know this, you're watching this, if you do get my program, you'll know exactly what to do. And so thank you, Will Smith.
I don't know.
Ideas. But notice it says easy. And so if you go hard immediately when you're supposed to go easy, it's going to be too hard. And so I'm sorry, but Will did an advanced plus training program and he wasn't ready for it. Remember, he's not on steroids like Mike Israetel, and so he can't handle this kind of training.
I don't know how sustainable this workout really is. Like, look at me here. I'm practically looking up to the anabolic angels, ready for them to take me.
The funny thing is that's not even level 2. Does anyone think after that final repetition that he couldn't have got one more? For $1,000 a rep, if it looked like that, could he have done another rep? And so, bro, you should train with Coach Greg on a hard day, when I'm really feeling it. Remember, I'm an old man, I'm 49. To earn my IBB Pro card as a manlet, imagine the work I had to put through.
Yeah,
42 shows natural, was 35 when I turned professional. Did 59 shows in total, as well as 70 powerlifting competitions. I can train hard.
Now I'm doing CrossFit because I'm going to be bouncing around the gym now for 3 rounds, 15 to 20 reps, 15 to 45 second rest between each thing. This is wildly impractical.
And so I had a lot.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. If you're doing hard sets of 15 to 20 with 45-second rest, like, give me a break.
A lot of criticisms for this. Many people did not enjoy this. This is where you do a circuit. I train like this to this day, and so I rarely have any problems with this. I go from one machine to the next, and if that machine's busy, I do the next one. There's always options. Remember, he chose a 60-minute workout. It's an advanced training program. Most guys who are at the advanced level are training more than 60 minutes. But he has to get his workout done in a pinch. He's in a...
I don't know what he means by advanced program. Is it hard? Yes. But anybody can do a hard workout. When people are talking about advanced, they're talking about people who have an advanced training age, who need very specific training to make marginal progress. So just because the program's hard, it doesn't make it advanced. Like, yeah, if you're doing 15 to 20 rep sets with circuits and only 45 seconds rest in between, that's very hard, but it's not necessarily advanced.
Fine. He has no time. And so I made it happen. But you have to go from one machine to the next, and so on. And so he starts with the abductor machine. It's not all that hard. Even when you go hard, it doesn't feel that hard. It's like spamming the side laterals. You can go all day. Follow that up with hip thrust or the adductor machine. And after that, leg extensions, leg curls, seated incline, dumbbell curl, and calf raises. And so I get it. It's hard. You go from one machine to the next. But here's the thing. If one machine is busy, you go to the next one. If that machine is busy, you go to the next. It isn't that complicated. You do the machines that's open. I do it all the time. I'll go on the adductor machine. I'll then do the abductor machine. I'll go and do some calf raises, do some bicep curls. I go from one machine to the next, and so on. And if somebody happens to be doing the leg extension while I want it, I go to the next exercise. They're on the leg extension. I'm going to do calf raises. Or I walk up to them and the set's over and say, can I do a quick set? And they're more than happy to let me. Most people are happy to train with Coach Greg. Hey, you want me to do a set while you're resting? Absolutely. Never do I have any problems, except for one time at that fitness gym. There was about 1 billion people and 30 machines. It was impossible. And so I get it. You can't always do it. But if you can't do it, you can pick the 90-minute workout. And there are multiple options depending on what you want. And so the reasoning for giving it a D tier, I don't think it's fair. Jesse James got a B tier. There were 39 sets for his back. Science says you should be doing 10 to 20 sets per week for a given body part. His had 39 sets. He got a B. Now, perhaps it's because I left getting a bag of milk. I don't know. And if the program is effective and it works and you chose the 60-minute workout,
Whoa, 39 sets? Dude, like, nobody needs that kind of training volume.
But that's your choice, then you have to make it work. And if you don't enjoy it because you're not fit, you're not in shape, you're not taking Geotomax or Terkesterone, well, that's on you. You should have chosen the 90-minute workout. Remember, there were two options. This option has a lot less rest because there is less time. I thought about that. I programmed that. I don't always have an hour and a half, but I make it work. But remember, I race bikes and formerly did 13 years of triathlons, and so many people, they underestimate my fitness. I'm great at cardio, I'm well-rounded, I'm certainly fit. But if you're not fit, if you're used to training like a powerlifter, this ain't it. Do not pick the 60-minute work.
You train after work when it's busy. I'm just thankful the gym's empty, but there's no way most people can do this.
And so I've been at Will's gym. There's never a time when that gym is busy. There's about 100 plus machines. There will never be a time where Will goes into that gym and it's too busy to do this program. And so for Will, it's perfect. This is ideal. It's almost like having your own personal gym like I have in my basement. And so the criticism of, well, I don't think I could get to each machine, you always can. Always. And if you couldn't, you pick option B. And so does it not sound like I've thought of everything? Remember, I was a school teacher. Understand if you can't do the program, then it's on me. I thought of that. I have multiple programs.
For round number 3, quite honestly, I'm hating this so far.
And so this is what's important to know. He says he's hating this right now. And what did I say is the most important thing? You have to love your training program. If you don't like training like this, it's not for you. This is how I like to train. There are tons of other training programs where you sit on one machine, you lock in, and you do that from start to finish. And so clearly, Will is biased towards those kind of programs. That is what he likes to do. It would be like hating chocolate or peanut butter and doing a review of protein bars, and some have chocolate and peanut butter. Those are all getting a very poor rating, despite the fact they might be excellent protein bars. And so Will, it makes sense he's giving it a D because it sucks. Why would he want to do this? If somebody's selling me a running program and I make a video about it and I start running, of which I don't like doing, I'm going to give it a low rating. I hated it. I didn't enjoy it. Somebody else sells me a biking program. I love biking. I do it. I love it. It's getting S tier. Does that not make sense? And so remember, when reviewing an exercise program, if it's for other people, you have to consider what might other people enjoy. Does it actually work? Is it scientific? Does it make sense? Will it cause muscle hypertrophy? For the person that likes it. And so for Will, it's D tier. If you like training like this, if you want to train like me, it's S tier plus. And so somebody wrote in the comment section, 10 signs of a decent program. And so if you were to go through all those signs, I think you could clearly see that I nailed all of them. And so my program clearly is effective. It's S tier. However, Will Tedison didn't enjoy it.
No. His program sounds fucking retarded. 39 sets. Let's watch Will Tennyson's video. He had to have made this, recently, right?
Now you're not
Wait. Did he remove the time codes?
genetics are hard work. The way fitness influencers achieve their physiques are...
Yeah, what the fuck? Did he removed the time codes?
Now you're not...
Why? Why would he do that?
Very heavy today. First exercise is 3 sets of 8 rack pulls, which explains the muscle pairs pretty quickly. Training plans, there's 2, like there's cardio, there's diet, there's weight training, and then there's a whole part on mindset, which I think is awesome. So clearly this was made with a ton of passion, and clearly by the writing. Greg definitely did this one, that's for sure. They offer 4 training plans. There's 2 60-minute ones and 2 90-minute ones. I think I'm gonna try one of the 60-minute ones, and I'm gonna rip one of the leg and bicep days, so let's get it. Exercise number 1, we got options. So option A is paused barbell squat, and option B is
barbell squat of choice. Choose barbell variation, back squat, front squat, pause all your reps. Option B, machine squat. So this is supposedly for advanced trainees. So Greg says the first set is a warm-up set, and also the second set is a warm-up set? 15 reps, easy. He doesn't specify that these are warm-up sets. I don't even, like, if these are supposed to be warm-up sets, why would he, like, I don't understand why you'd even include it. Like, if you're advanced, you'd know how to warm up by then. So this is just very confusing. Complete all sets of the exercise before moving on to the next straight sets. So I'm very confused. Are these weren't like what? Is it, yeah, okay, this is just poorly written. So Greg says the first set at least is a warm-up set, and he kind of said the second set is a warm-up set because it's moderate. So there's only 2 working sets? That's a little weird and confusing.
It's just a machine of your choice. I guess this machine.
I am so confused. Yeah, okay, whatever.
Hack squat, pendulum squat. I'm gonna be using this squat machine because I was looking at option A, and that kind of volume for paused barbell squats, I mean, I don't want my first helicopter ride to be in a medevac chopper. So I've slowly been working my way up on this machine to my 3rd set, which is a heavy set, and then we eventually get into an all-out set, which is why I have my garbage can right there. I'm scared for this.
With pretty much everything in this program, you're slowly working your way up in weight while dropping the reps to prepare for one all-out set.
He also doesn't specify what easy means. Like, he didn't give a... There was nothing that said reps in reserve, right? Yeah, like, who the fuck knows what any of that means? Will also... I don't know if any of this is outlined in his program. Like, what's the progression scheme supposed to be?
And option B is just a machine of your choice because I was looking at option A, and that kind of volume for paused barbell squats, set, and then we eventually get into an all-out set, which is why I have my garbage can right there.
Yeah, I take creatine.
I'm scared for this.
With pretty much everything in this program, you're slowly working your way up in weight while dropping the reps to prepare for one all-out set.
It's 10 to 15 reps plus 5 to 10 partial reps. And to me, doing partial reps on a lower body day when you don't have a workout partner, a little bit sketchy, but we're gonna try it. Hopefully I don't die. Oh man, I'm gonna need a heavy dose of Linkin Park for this one. Being scared for leg day is what it's all about.
By the end of the last set, I was so gassed I couldn't even grind one of the partial reps, which kind of scared me for the rest of the workout, but this is what leg day is all about.
The crazy thing is, I've actually done more weight on this for more reps. I just really don't like the amount of reps I had to do prior to my heavy set. So it was like 15, 20 reps first set, another 15 for the second set. So it really is gassing me out before my top set. So I'd rather just get to my top set a little sooner, use a little bit more weight, and then do some back off sets.
At this point, my quads are basically jelly-like, but alas, the leg press awaits, and we must bravely press onward, even if my legs have other ideas. I don't know how sustainable this workout really is. Like, look at me here. I'm practically looking up to the anabolic angels, ready for them to take me.
Well, the workout was going well, and all of a sudden, now I'm doing CrossFit because I'm gonna be bouncing around the gym now for 3 rounds, 15 to 20 reps, 15 to 45 second rest between each thing. This is wildly impractical if you train at a
circuit. 15 to 20 abductor, hip thrust, or what? This, so it says abductor, and then it says hip thrust or abductor machine. Are you supposed to do the abductor machine twice? Barbell curl or dumbbell curls, leg extension, leg curl, seated incline dumbbell curl, calf raise. I mean, those exercises are fairly easy. Aside from maybe hip thrust, it's... I'm assuming he's expecting somebody to do a hip thrust machine, because setting up a hip thrust is kind of a pain in the ass. And then you're supposed to do, like, all this other shit back to back in a circuit. Dick's Enormous donated $2, oldie but goodie. Let me see.
Michael's got a twinkle in his eye. He's a young man, and I'd have to see more, but he seemed very open. Okay. Yeah.
I don't like Mike. Well, okay, I'm going to say that he's looks like he's native Texas, and being from Texas, I would have to support that. But I don't like him on the fact that he's black. Absolutely not.
David?
Please. And I knew this was going to come. Please, I don't like him because he's black.
Are you even serious
I
right now?
think, you know, I'm a minority, but I got a problem.
I was gonna say.
Please.
I-
We rode in yesterday together, so I'm to assume, based on what you just said, that you don't like me because I'm black?
I'm talking in a general sense here. It doesn't matter if we rode in or not. It doesn't matter. I don't know you from anybody, okay? We share the
out
same
of your
cab.
mind to say
But you know
something
what?
like that.
My personal beliefs and my personal experience, I don't like them. I never have.
You have to be a special kind of stupid to say that on national television. Thanks for the donation, Dixonormous. Riley donated $2. This is the person I suggest you should try to have a veganism debate with. VG, you'd get lots of views. They're conservative. I doubt she'd debate me. I don't know who the hell that is, though. I'm really not gonna bother reaching out because they're not gonna respond back. Thanks for the donation, Riley.
At a commercial gym, if you train after work when it's busy, I'm just thankful the gym's empty, but there's no way most people can do this.
Gummy, what in the fuck are you doing? What did you just do? I don't even know what you did.
Effectively. We just finished abductors and adductors. Now we're walking over to the dumbbell rack to do some dumbbell curls, moderate intensity, but maximum intensity for my disinterest in this. Dumbbell curls done. Now we're off to the leg extension, hoping it's not in use. Sick.
Let's be real, the circuit saw setup probably isn't going to fly at most gyms. Plus, I was low-key stressing the entire time that someone would swipe a machine mid-circuit, change the weight, and totally mess up my rest times, which threw me off my ability to concentrate during my sets.
Back to where we started for round number 2. The reps have decreased, but usually in round 2, this is where my stamina is at its best. So that's a little bit unfortunate, but a 30 to 60 second rest between each thing now.
If I had to think of one benefit of this, though, I was getting my steps in, which is a huge plus.
Time for round number 3. Quite honestly, I'm hating this so far. I like to be kind of like focused in on one exercise at a time. I don't like bouncing around everywhere. But the last one is bicep curls, superset with calves, which is low-key clever, man. Like it's kind of like the equivalent of like a parent like hiding vegetables in a kid's food just to get them to eat it. This is like getting bodybuilders to actually.
Will Tennyson actually makes straight up garbage content. Like when you're going to criticize somebody's program, you're criticizing, like you're not just criticizing exercise selection and shit like that, which is what he's doing now. Like you also have to criticize the progression scheme, total weekly volume, whether or not it's sustainable. And he's just going through a single workout. Like, what does that do? It's just horseshit. His whole fucking YouTube channel is horseshit.
Train calves. Clever, Greg. Clever. Oh my god, man, I need a minute. I dare somebody to try this workout at LA Fitness. It's not gonna happen. I don't know, does he expect us all to have home gyms? I'm not entirely sure, but every workout that is available is the same kind of layout. So I think 99.99% of people are gonna get it, look at it, and be like, well, shit, I can't do it. So that's gonna dox a lot of points in my opinion. And Greg, I'm telling you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. Greg, I'm sorry. D tier. D for Doucette.
Yeah, I would say F. This is supposed to be an advanced program. It's clearly not for advanced trainees. It's just hard. Anybody can do a hard workout. And I haven't seen his program, but Will Tennyson didn't go over anything about the actual program. He just criticized one single workout. Like, what is the total weekly volume? Does the progression scheme make any sense? Is the workload sustainable? Are you able to actually make progress on the program? Like, is it suitable for advanced trainees? Like, he didn't go over any of that.
Next up, we got...
And yeah, the exercise selection and the way it's done is stupid. Like, nobody can do this at any fucking gym. Try going to a gym, even, like, off-peak hours and doing a fucking, circuit like that. It's impossible. Like, you're going to have people on these machines and you're not going to be able to do a circuit. But Greg's program looks stupid either way.
Ford CEO Jim Farley is officially done. He has said that if things do not improve quality-wise over at Ford, he is going to slash manager bonuses by up to 65%. So if you don't know, Ford is basically the poster child for having a ton of recalls every year. Over the last 4 or 5 years, Ford has been #1 in total recalls across every automotive brand on the planet. With that in mind, Ford CEO Jim Farley has said that they are now moving to a performance-based bonus plan, which is probably what it should have always been in the first.
Wilma Dickfit donated $2. Such a banger song for this season. It's not a very good song. Thanks for the donation, Wilma.
Hi baby doll Richard, it's me your loving wife. Come to bed. I'm sopping wet. I stashed some vegan crackers in my vagina folds and a fresh carrot with hummus in my bummus. You know how much you like my bummus hummus. The crackers are getting soggy. Help.
Alright, well, thanks for the donation, Jasmine Gaines. Appreciate that.
First place, but here we are. Farley went on record saying, quote, "I'm proud of the progress, but we're not satisfied at all," end quote. And according to Reuters, managers in particular could see their extra checks slashed by as much as 65% in this new system. Now, all of this comes among the quality issues. That's first and foremost, but dealers are also very disgruntled, and product lines are not selling as well.
We're not going to have enough time for that Turkey Tom vid.
Alright, so right now we're on a road heading south towards the border. This road is used quite frequently for either northbound or southbound. So it was determined that the best way to deter people from using vehicles to cross southbound was to put some cement block, and that's exactly what we did. Yeah, people can still hop over them. So this is Canadian soil, and on the other side is US soil. It's like a border wall, and a not natural border wall, because we have so many border walls that are pretty natural here. It's either trees, fences, other things. So this one's just an extra layer of protection for that specific area. This way they can prevent any vehicle incursions. It's all the way, and as you can see, there's a street right on the other side.
We're in charge of all of the border between Canada and US, with the notable exception of the designated point of entry, where it is the CBSA, the Canadian Border Service Agency, that has the mandate to man those posts. So our job essentially is to patrol the area, to look.
Listen, Donate $2. Listen to the song. Would you sing it for 15?
I'm 2 days into tuning and I'm 3 edges behind. All my friends, they call me Sigma, but I'm on my mewing. Don't like breaking streaks, but I'm until I edge.
That's terrible, but I would sing it for $15. Thanks for the donation, listen.
For anything suspicious, so we're talking about illegal migration and contraband and anything else that comes out of the ordinary. Right? Even if we were everywhere, we couldn't stop it, and that's the reality of it, yes.
We do have technology, different systems and whatnot, and these systems can help us tracking people down. And also we have access to drones. So I have drone operators as well, and this is a very effective way to help track people.
But for us, we typically will not arrest migrants because there is no crime. Those people are here legally. They've come to Canada with either travel, work, or student visa, and within a few hours of their arrival, we catch them at the border. Well, here's the thing, they haven't committed an offense until they've crossed into the United States. So our focus for the past few months, and actually the past year and a half, has been on arresting and prosecuting the smugglers.
You could stop at any house on this road and you'll get stories like mine. They cross. We see them walking between here and Plattsburgh on Route 9, and you can tell, you know. Pulling a suitcase with them on wheels, backpacks are a giveaway. I mean, that's always somebody walking down here with a backpack on.
Fear might drive some people into fleeing the United States and coming to Canada.
3 years, 2 months, and going until death. Well, thank you, Stitching No Fap. Appreciate that.
Hoping for a better future. So we had to be ready, and we are ready.
Is using a wide grip on the barbell for skull crushers better for tricep growth since the tricep muscles are more aligned with the shoulder? How would it be more aligned with the shoulder? Your shoulders are shoulder width apart. When it comes to grip width on skull crushers, just whatever feels comfortable. As long as you don't have any pain, you feel like you're getting a decent mind-muscle connection and stretch in the tricep, it's fine. Man. It's fucking late already, I don't know. Yeah, it's fucking late.
Trump has started to Donald Trump has started to publicly turn on Elon Musk, stunning the audience at this AmFest Turning Point Action event in Phoenix, Arizona. You know, it's funny. Someone texted me on Friday and said, "Hey, David, are you going to be at AmFest? Because I'd love to meet up." And I said, they would not invite me to that. And a couple of people pointed out and said, look, they invited Cenk Uygur from the Young Turks. That's true. I was not invited to AmFest, nor did I consider going. I spent the weekend cooking and unpacking boxes, okay? Which, by the way, I think was a much better experience than going to AmFest. So listen, if the whole President Musk thing were not bothering Donald Trump, he wouldn't have brought it up twice at AmFest to clarify, I'm in charge, not Elon. I'm really the one in charge. Here is the first time Trump brought it up saying, people are talking about me ceding the presidency to Elon. No, that's not happening. What does this mean? It means Trump is furious and terrified. Listen to this.
And we will create the new Department of Government Efficiency headed by Elon Musk.
Uh-oh, is this cheer a little too loud?
And no, he's not taking the presidency. I like having smart people. You know, they're on a new kick. Russia, Ukraine, all the different hoaxes. And the new one is, President Trump has ceded the presidency to Elon Musk. No, that's not happening.
You know,
Yeah, so he's already getting paranoid. He's going to make sure Musk is on a tight leash and they're going to start butting heads. So, yeah, that's kind of good news.
The audience reaction is not exactly convincing me that the audience buys it. And Trump bringing this issue up again. Remember, he's not bothered by it. He doesn't care about this. It's not getting to him. Except, again, he brings it up and says, hey, guys, Elon can't be president. He wasn't born here.
And he got over 2,000 units. It's a lot. And they flooded it with Starlink, and it was so good. It saved a lot of lives, so we want to thank him. But no, he's not going to be president, that I can tell you. And I'm safe. You know why? He can't be. He wasn't born in this country.
Trump is so thin-skinned that he just can't let this go. And consider, has there ever been any other president-elect in history who has had to clarify during the period between the election and the inauguration, this other person that you're hearing is really in charge? They're not. I'm really the one in charge. No other president-elect has ever had to clarify this. Trump is scared. Trump is furious. And the fact that he's even talking about this shows how much President Musk is bothering Donald Trump. Now, a few other moments from this AmFest fiasco of a speech, which started with WWE-style pyrotechnics for Donald Trump. Trump has come up with a brilliant idea. for dealing with the drug problem in the United States. I hope you're sitting down because this is so mind-blowingly innovative that you won't believe it. Trump's idea is he's going to explain to people, drugs are bad, man. Drugs are bad.
We spend a lot of money, but it'll be a very small amount of money relatively. We're going to advertise how bad drugs are for you, how bad they are. They ruin your look, they ruin your face, they ruin your skin, and ruin your teeth.
My
name is...
This is like a fucking hour. Even on 1.5 speed, this is gonna be like 45 minutes, dude. Yeah, I ended up starting stream pretty late today because I had to film a video with Wayne Shung, which will be out Friday, I believe. So I ended up spending a couple hours doing that and everything, so... I think what I'm gonna do, because it's late and I'm fucking tired and I just want to make sure I stay on a kind of normal sleep schedule, is I'll just end the stream here. We got 3 hours, which isn't too bad. It's not like nothing. So I think I'm gonna end the stream here. I'll be on tomorrow at a normal time. And so I'll start the stream at like 5, 6, something like that. Christmas, I'll do like a longer stream. I might start at like 2, 3 in the afternoon and then keep going until like around midnight, something like that. So it'll be like a particularly long early Christmas stream. Can't go out in Christmas, everything's closed anyway, so... But, hope you all had fun. Big thanks to everybody who donated on Streamlabs. Really appreciate it. And I'll see you all tomorrow. So sweet dreams.